Okay, so this just to flesh it out for the people, just so you know, Arsenal Football Club of North London have won the Premiership. Yeah? They won it on Tuesday. On a random Tuesday night. On a random Tuesday night, they won the Premiership when they wasn't even playing, right? So they was at their training ground stadium, yeah? We wasn't playing. They managed to get 100,000 people on the street to celebrate that win. As far as I'm concerned, and you're a Spurs supporter, I don't know if you feel the same way. You can argue with me or not. This shows you that we are the team in London.
Because when again, you wouldn't have been there. When we won the Europa League last year, the same thing happened. I went down to the stadium. I never spoke to anybody else about whether we was going to go down to the stadium. There was no arranged thing above down there. The whole of Tottenham got locked off exactly the same.
100,000 people.
I don't know how many people were there.
No one has spoken about that thing. If no one knows about it, it didn't happen.
No, but you can't say that.
I think there was as many people at your parade as there was at that thing yesterday.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'll be honest with you, when I first heard that song, I thought he was saying donuts.
Shout out to Shegun Johnson.
When he said gunners.
K1 the Ultimates also got one as well, you know that?
I don't know who that is.
You're Nigerian. They're not K1 the Ultimates.
I'm a fake Nigerian, man.
Okay.
I'm a fraud. Unfortunately.
You know Wasu?
Not by name. Maybe that's the song.
No, that's the name of the guy. But this is it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Play the thing they did it.
I need to find it.
Yeah, no rush. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects. Welcome to the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. Is this on? Is this thing on? Last week, I don't know about these guys, and I know they don't like it when I say stuff like, or some of them don't like it, I don't know, but last week's episode must be weak. I didn't listen back to it, but the temperature was dead. The vibes were dead. I'm assuming the episode was dead. So apologies. This
I don't
week,
think it was a dead episode.
I do. But like I said, I didn't listen back to it. Maybe sometimes you get surprised and be like, oh, it's not that bad. But during the episode, with people nodding off, all of us at one point or another, come on now.
I thought it was alright.
Come on now.
But yeah, you started it now. Let's kick it off, innit, bro.
The football talk.
Yeah, let's start, man. Let's start this. Or do you want to do the intros?
You know, I always want to do the intros.
Get your intros out the way. Get your intros out the way.
I've ridiculed.
I have.
Everyone on the roster.
Every
I just want to
team.
say from the bottom of my heart.
Spurs.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize.
Liverpool.
To absolutely nobody.
Man United.
The double champ does what the he wants.
Rock off.
Paid the call to be the boss. You can't have.
You notice how they even say City? Nobody cares about City. They couldn't even fill up the allocation for FA Cup final.
It was terrible.
That's a disgrace, man.
But this is the thing. This is anyway. We get into it. We get into the problem. Let's start the podcast.
Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most the socials.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Empress Menen.
Forever.
Gaza, we say forever. Alliance of the foundation. We say boom. We say bam. We say
In front, my brother, your brother.
That big Wahala inside. Big Wahala 2 hours good, people.
Not on this episode, running with his tail between his legs.
Wait for the wolf who should be coming directly.
You sending the wolf?
You feel better, motherfucker?
Shit, Negro.
Liverpool
That's
need the
all you
wolf.
had to say.
Liverpool need the wolf.
I'm not getting that because he was ready for the smoke on Sunday, but we can't do it on Sunday. That's all.
I was with T yesterday. He was sending me videos of my ex's brother actually, because he's a big Liverpool supporter. That was a Liverpool family, and apparently he's been getting it for years and years and years. And he's like, I'm chasing everybody down. And I'm like, I can't be bothered, because I just, it's not that big a deal.
For me,
I'm happy.
it's not that
but
big.
he's like, no.
There's some people that have.
He's sending me all the screenshots of him cussing. The man is like this, like it's on the video call. He's like this. I'm sorry. He's like, everybody has to apologize. They all have to bow down.
Some people have to get it. I get it. I'm not chasing as much, but there are some people that have to get it.
I saw that meme of the person with the black book.
Yeah,
and he's like, that's me. Anyways, shout out to our brother in our arts.
Spider sense tingling.
Right.
DJ Web Singer, the actor. Shout him out.
Listen, all you people that don't like football, you don't like sports, whatever, you click on 30 seconds if you want to, because we talking sports at the beginning of this thing. Because there's bare things we need to talk about regarding sports today. Today is one of them days.
All right, is it?
Yes.
Okay, what else happened other than the football?
We need to talk about how diabolical Spurs are, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about as a football club. I'm talking about as a... What does Tupac say about Death Row? Or what he was saying about Bad Boy?
I forgot now.
As a institution or whatever. Because that thing that Romero has done, we'll talk about that later. I just think that is a absolute disgrace. But
it's a disgrace.
We'll talk about that later.
Disgrace, guys.
Then we've also got Pep as well to talk about.
Is he confirmed that he's leaving?
He's confirmed it this very day that he's leaving.
He's confirmed?
Confirmed.
Boy, Arsenal could go on a...
And then you got Carrick business as well.
What's Carrick?
Carrick's now the new manager of Man United for 20. Got 2 years contract.
Yeah, but you got that ages ago. You're going to like those
He
news.
got it today.
No, I knew about that.
No, people are saying that he's going to get it. It has been official today that he has got the
but
job.
that one was known.
But it's stupid. They're very... Anyway, again.
Is it?
They are very... I'm so happy they kept Carrick.
Okay, all right, carry on.
You know how many points Carrick Arsenal were in front of Man United when he started?
No.
There were about 14 points or something at Man United, or it was 13 points or something like that. Do you know how many points Arsenal were in Man United by the end of the season?
No.
About 14 points or whatever in front of Man United.
Yeah, but we won.
Yeah, I'm saying, what's the difference of what...
No. He kept up with the winners.
He kept up how?
They were 14 points behind us in what place?
They weren't that far, but I don't think they were... Maybe
they
eighth
were
or
not,
something like that.
what are they now, third, yeah?
Yeah, they're third.
Yeah, and what were they? So they were eighth. They've gone from eighth to third. Everybody else...
It might be more than that.
Yeah, I don't think it was even eighth. But either which way, he's moved up to the league to third place. The way you're gauging it doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying...
compared to the people that won the league.
They're still 40 points behind.
Yeah, the winners.
Okay.
Everybody else above him, he's leapfrogged most of the people above him and got to the third place. Yeah, but that's what most means.
But they play one game a week. All I'm saying is they're playing one game a week. Yeah. Everyone needs to understand that Man United are playing one game a week. Yeah,
all right.
That means they get full week rest.
Yeah.
When they start playing, because the 9 Champions League, they're gonna be one of these things. They're gonna be playing every 3 days. Let's see what happens. Michael Carrick, that was managing Middlesbrough. Anyway, I'm just. If you're happy with Carrick, United boys, I'm happy with you. You know.
So, hold on. All right, so let's start with Man United. Are you saying when he didn't improve their style of play? So they were more entertaining to watch.
He changed their formation. Yes,
so we agree with that.
That every human being in the world was saying that the only person that refused to change the formation was a stubborn coach. Okay. Every other person on the planet said change the formation, but because that coach is so stubborn with that formation, he refused to change it.
Okay, so he gave them a more attractive style of play. That's one. 2.
I don't think that it was that unattractive when they were playing before. They just couldn't win.
It's attractive when you're winning.
Okay, you want to
sing when you're winning. All right, so then 2. He was started winning games.
Mm-hmm.
Even beating us in our own ground. Only one of 2 teams to beat us at our own land this season.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so you know who the other person was?
No.
Bournemouth. And do you know who the manager of Man United should probably be? The manager of Bournemouth. But let's keep going.
All right. So that's 2.
I wanted it to be known.
And then he jumped up X amount of places in they beat Liverpool, they beat Arsenal.
I want it to be known, yeah, and Man City as well.
So they beat all their arch rivals.
I want it to be known.
League. What do you want from the man?
That he was hired as a what? Temporary manager. Yeah. So that means they had I'm assuming they had a full-time manager that they had scheduled for this role.
Well, they at least had one in mind.
I believe that it would have been Glasner from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, give it half a season. Let's see what I'll go for Carrick.
I'm not even arguing with you that he may not succeed. but I don't see it as like it's a disgrace that they gave him a chance.
I didn't say it was a disgrace.
But you're going to like it's such a stupid move.
I'm saying because they do the same thing. Just because a manager, interim manager, everybody does this. They get this interim managers in, yeah? The interim manager does good well for a particular season of time. And then after, when they have their full season, they flop. Man United, they have got to a point now where if they pick another manager that flops, they're going to be in another problems.
In what way?
Then they will just be... Remember last season they came like 16th or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It could happen again.
Another third.
Now they're third. But have been playing one game a week.
Yeah, then they'll do it. Whatever season that they become, the season after next, they'll play one game a week again and then come third or fourth or fifth.
This is Manchester United we're talking about now. We're not talking about no small team.
They're rebuilding.
Okay.
My man left them in a dire straits.
Okay.
Oh no? Ferguson left them with a broken team. He broke the players and then left. He won the league and left.
He left them with the team that needed.
It's not like a club business where he left them with a team that could win. They weren't going to win.
He didn't leave them with a great spine because the players were old by that time. Yes, I agree. So but when did Alex Ferguson leave Manchester United?
13 years ago, I think.
Why are you telling me about Alex Ferguson?
I think it's 13.
Why are you telling me about Alex Ferguson for?
Because they haven't, as you said, they haven't waited for enough with one person to give them the chance to sort things out. Who?
They waited. They gave Mourinho a couple of years.
2.
Solskjaer had a couple of years.
I don't think he had 2 years.
I think Solskjaer was probably their best manager as well.
I don't think he had 2 years.
Yeah, I think he got 1 season and a half.
I think he got 2 seasons.
Either which way, my point is, we've just won the league with somebody that was flopping for 6 seasons.
He didn't flop.
He did.
Well, because he didn't win.
Yeah. Okay. He won something again. Some people will say he won with somebody else's team after 6 months. That's neither here nor there. But for the rest of the 5.5 months, he didn't win. All right, fine. Forget flop. Yes. He was improving, but he didn't do well. 8th, 5th, second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm right. And then now we're first. Mm-hmm. They gave him time.
8th, 5th. No, you would have been because you were saying he was half a season. Then you can't call that half a season.
So the first 8 you would not count that. So 8th, 5, 2.
Yeah,
and then first.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fine. But my point is that he got 8th and 5th. Before he got to second place. Man United managers are not getting that chance. And Van Gaal won something as well, innit? And he still got dashed in.
They win little trophies.
Mourinho won something and they dashed in.
They're turned into Liverpool, where they win the cups, but they can't win the league. That was a Liverpool specialty for 30 years. They would win the cups all over the place, but couldn't win the league.
Anyways, I just feel they didn't give people time. So for me, I don't know how good or bad Carrick is going to be when he has more pressure and more money, more responsibility, more games. But end of the day, give him a chance.
The issue that I have with Man United is that they were in the same position that Arsenal were in, yeah? Where the club, I wouldn't say is rotten, but it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. Yeah? Right. And that is what Arteta did. He rebuilt the club from the ground up. And you're right, they're not giving people enough time to do that. And I don't think Michael Carrick's the guy that's going to be able to do that. I don't think so.
You wouldn't have said that about Arteta in the beginning, though, would you?
Yeah, I would have.
The man that never... Carrick has at least managed someone before.
Everyone that has spoken about that man, yeah? You know when sometimes you don't know somebody, but everybody has the same thing about him?
Yeah.
Everyone said the same thing about Arteta. Every single one of them, right? That he's going to be a manager. He's going to be amazing. He's fantastic. And then he's impressive. When he speaks about the things, he's impressive of how he speaks.
And you don't think Carrick is impressive?
Carrick, I don't really hear him speak, so I don't know. I think Carrick has had previous. That's what I'm saying. I've seen Carrick in other clubs, and he's not been successful, or he's not been that very successful.
Because he didn't have the money.
Him being at Man United, I think sometimes you have a new manager bounce, and it lasts for a while. Let's see now what happens next season.
Yeah, for me, anyways, okay, that's Man United done. Mm-hmm. You feel Man United have made a bad move, and they're gonna flop.
I think
time will tell.
I think that I don't necessarily think they're gonna. No, I actually think they're gonna. I think they've made a mistake.
So they're going to replace him...
I think they will replace him at some point.
In the next season?
Potentially, depending on how it goes.
All right, okay.
If they got somebody available.
Either way, the point being that even if they came 8th, 9th, 10th, dropped out of the Champions League place, didn't win any cups, that's what happened with Arteta. And they gave him a chance. So if we got rid of Arteta after the first league, or when we got rid of... what's the Aston Villa do again?
Imam Emery.
Then they just call you a failure. But if I was there long enough, maybe I wouldn't have been a failure. Sometimes time was what I needed, and you didn't give me the time.
I don't think that Unai was a failure. I think the problem with Unai is that he should have got that 4th place that time, and he didn't manage to do it. Like we was flying and we should have been fourth.
Is that not the definition of failure?
Yeah, but I think if you gave him enough time, he could have done all right.
Yeah, but you've given him a definitive time. He should have got fourth place at this time, and he didn't do it.
Because he was like two or three games at the end of the season.
But that's what.
And we managed to lose all three or four games. So yeah,
you are a failure. You are a failure.
I don't see his tenure as a failure. I think he could have done better. I don't say he's a failure. I'm not one of those Unai Emery was a terrible manager because he's not. Because clearly he's not. He just won a trophy just yesterday or the day before yesterday.
One that he's won 5 times,
and the only time he can't win it is when it was with Arsenal. So clearly we're cursed.
No, it's just that he only wins it with teams with Illa in the name.
Yeah,
Sevilla, Villarreal, Aston Villa.
But yeah, I don't know. But we'll see anyway. But there's some very good managers out available, and that's why I'm like, what are you lot doing?
All right, carry on then.
But anyway, so
Man United's done.
Man United is done. We'll see what happens, Man United.
You want to talk about Spurs or Liverpool next?
Liverpool?
You said you had a couple teams that you had to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't mention Liverpool though.
Oh,
well, Liverpool should have got that manager in it.
Areola shouldn't go to Liverpool.
What about was it Xavi? What's the one that
Alonso?
Yeah,
I don't necessarily think Alonso would have done well at Liverpool. I don't necessarily think Alonso's going to do that well at Chelsea either.
I don't think so either. I share your opinion on that one.
He did a very good job at Bayern Leverkusen in the German league. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to then come over to every other league. At Real Madrid, he was doing all right though. It's just that the players had a problem with him. That's the problem. When you start playing with them big teams there, if the players have more power than they're supposed to. So now when you're trying to just slap them down, they're not having it.
Well, it depends on the manager.
Well, again, he's a manager that they'll probably think, what have you done? Even though he won the league unbeaten and almost won the Europa League in his first season.
All right, okay.
He had a good reputation, but again, as I said, when he went to Real Madrid, apparently the players did not respect him and they didn't like him. The same way apparently with this interim manager that they got now as well. That's why they're bringing Jose there because none of them can tell Jose nothing. But it's going to cause a whole.
Is Jose going to Real Madrid?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna ruin that.
It's going to be fire.
It's gonna be messed up over there.
Oh, that's
Fire and flames.
That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, then. So you don't want to talk about Liverpool? I'll just ask you a question.
No, I think I don't want to talk about Liverpool because I think Mr. Wolf should come and talk about his boy because he hates Slot so badly, and I think that Slot should be given I think he should be given a year.
No, I want to ask both of you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make it quick.
No,
I think Arsenal are gonna stay on par at least or get better, and I think a lot of the teams around us, taking into account Man City, which we're gonna get to momentarily, have lost their talisman manager who's leaving, and I think it's gonna be hard to replace. So I see Arsenal being there or thereabouts next season. I don't know what's gonna happen with City. I don't know what's gonna happen with Tottenham. I don't know what's gonna happen with Manchester United. Liverpool is what I'm asking you guys. Do you think Liverpool will improve next season or remain how they've been? Because in fact, I do know. I don't think they can remain the way they think. I think this season was a bit of a...
They're going to improve.
Just a mazine.
They're going to improve because they had too many injuries.
I think they're going to compete with Arsenal next season.
Yeah.
Simple.
I don't know if I haven't seen what their transfer plans look like because I guess
they don't need anybody.
Yes, they do.
They do. They've got a little bit of problem with depth there.
They need defenders.
What's his name made pure personal errors, isn't it?
Canate.
Van Gaal.
And Van Dijk.
Gaal,
Both of them.
Van Dijk.
Both of them.
Like
Both centre backs were not at their best.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can have Saka had a bad season.
He had the injured season, but
yeah, apparently he's been mashed up, man.
And it's England that had to tell Arsenal.
What is it? Henry, and I just listened to an interview with Ian Wright today. And clearly, what did he say? He mentioned something about one operation he had, and he's talking about one part of his body hanging off or something, and he still had the operation, and he still come back and play. That's why he's doing this half an hour thing. It's like he's finished, and you would have seen it when they were doing the Galasso, the CBS thing. Mm-hmm. When Henry was like, we talk privately, I'm not going to put his business out there. But basically, man should not be playing this game. Like, he should be out. He's killing himself for this team. And he's scoring goals or he's assisting wherever it is. He's a legend. But he shouldn't be playing. And both Henry and Wright have had main injuries that they have to this day.
Yeah.
Now, both of them, it's like they're almost relating, because when I listened to the Wright one today, he's like...
He limps. He's got a limp because of the injury.
I don't know what it is, but he's like, but you don't care if you win. But up to now, like, if I'd stopped doing something, I wouldn't be mashed up.
Yeah.
But I won.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, so hopefully he's not so bad that he's in that bracket now because he's a young man.
He was out for a very, very, very long time. They say he's Achilles, isn't it? He was out for a very long time on those Achilles, and when he came back, he does look like he's better. He looks like he's back to Saka.
He still mash up. That's the point.
Well,
that's why he's doing 5 minutes and then they take him off. He scored. You assist. All right, come off. Half an hour, you know.
When has he been playing half an hour?
Or fine, half time. He was coming off half time.
At the beginning, but then after that, he's been playing his full games. What are you talking about?
I don't know, but Arteta did run a lot of your players into the ground.
That's one of his bad points.
Apparently, Eze is the one that came and told him, "Hey, you need to chill out, bruv."
Yeah, that's what I heard in the interview
Eze told him straight, "Bruv, you're doing too much." And then he's like, "What?" He's like, it's too much."
Yeah.
And then he said, "You have to." Yeah, basically, almost said, "You have to trust us, man. You can't just be like, it's too much." And then that's when they chilled out.
We're talking about training and practicing and whatnot.
And we was getting too many injuries in practice.
Arteta seems to push his players quite a lot. Sometimes, you know that Henry story that he was talking about again on the same show, where he was coaching a player and he said, "You need to do this, this, this." And then the player said, "You can't do that, you can't do that." And he said, "Really?" And then he did it himself.
Yeah.
And then people look at him, he's like, bruv, not everyone is Henry.
Yeah.
I don't know if Arteta is like, when I was playing, I did this, I did this.
He can't be.
So you should do this.
Arteta's thing was this, that he believes, and this is one of his beliefs, because I think he's more of a system and structure type manager rather than flair type manager. Arsene Wenger's a flair man, yeah? Come with your flair, let's do this thing, innit? Whereas with him, he's a bit like Pep with the system. It don't matter who fits in there, everyone should be able to fit in this system. This system should win games, right? Yeah. And with him, he's got this thing in his brain, and they said it often, that world-class players and the best players should be able to play 3 times a week with no problem. It shouldn't even faze them. I don't know where he got this notion from.
Because the best players do.
But
there's no but.
There is a but.
Which best players didn't play 3 times a week?
No, there is a but. So for me, I'm starting to think about people like Cristiano Ronaldo, people like Messi and those people that just played all the time.
Yeah.
But there is a but. They didn't train necessarily at the same intensity as the rest of the.
You mentioned Cristiano. And you say that. Listen, I was just listening to.
No, you have to understand. With Cristiano Ronaldo, his training intensity was his training intensity.
But it was more than everybody else's.
Yes, but that was his training intensity.
But it was more than the rest of his team.
Listen to what I'm saying. That was his training intensity.
Well, explain your point then.
The other way round, what Arteta is doing is he's pushing them and he's not taking into account what each individual person's training intensity is. He's saying everybody must do this.
That's not how it works. I am not disagreeing with you, but to his point, if he's saying that the best players should be able to do this or do this, are you telling me they don't?
I don't know what...
You could say that, fine, your players are not the best players, so you shouldn't do that because one of them is the best player, two of them is the best player, not all of them can do it.
Of all the best players that I know of, one of the things that was consistent with all of them is that they didn't train at the same intensity as the rest of the squad.
Some of them didn't train, period.
Eden Hazard, Ronaldinho, Messi, real Ronaldo. Like, them man didn't train at the same intensity as the rest of the team.
They didn't have to. They'll train, but they'll be like, some people be like, they'll come in, they'll be unruly, they'll do bits and bobs of training, they won't focus, and then the game will happen and bang, they're suddenly that guy.
Okay, but what is the running pattern with all those players?
That they were great.
And what did Wahala say that?
They're all flair players.
Yeah.
But these
are players that it's like, the reason that the supreme managers, the ones I'm talking about, because I don't think Arteta's a supreme manager, and the one I talk about is where it's like a Wenger. It's like, this player is the one that is going to win us something. Leave them to do it. They're smart enough, they're skilled enough, or whatever it is, to do something. So I can't coach that out of them. I shouldn't. You sit in this pocket and do what you need to do. This player, not every player, and when I hear footballers, they all talk about this one. We had to just leave him, whoever it was. Okay. This one we had to just leave him. Like, it wasn't the same as the rest of us.
Who do you reckon is the best managers in history? Like the best ones?
I don't know. I'm not a
okay. So who do you who do you reckon is the best manager in the past 20 years or 15 years?
Pep.
And do you know what Pep does?
He batters the flair out of players, but not Kevin De Bruyne though.
He plays the system. This is
Kevin De Bruyne didn't do his own thing within the system, but he didn't have
Kevin
freedom.
De Bruyne.
He didn't have freedom.
I think he did what Pep wanted him to do, regardless of whether or not you think he had freedom or not.
Well, I don't know. For me, the point with the freedom is there were players that you saw did what Arteta didn't want them to do, and he took them off. And he took them off.
I don't think I've seen Kevin De Bruyne do something that what Pep wouldn't want him to do. This is what I'm saying.
I don't sit there and watch a lot of Man City games.
There was an early point where Foden was like that. Foden was just doing what Foden wanted to do.
And he took him off. He took him off now. He's that's why not even in the England team today because now he can't play.
He did it with what's the lad, Jack the lad dude. Grealish was because Grealish was that dude, didn't it?
But he bought him for that. That's why I just think it's mad. That's why
clearly not, because Grealish, if you leave Grealish alone, he will succeed.
Well, he bought him to he tries to beat our players. That's why this is what the thing that annoys me sometimes when people talk about Pep. Because Pep will buy a player, and if you don't like him, he'll throw him away and buy another player. If he has money for it, okay, I'm not done with you now. Yeah. I'm gonna go buy somebody and put him in
like a spoiled child with a toy.
Yeah,
I don't like
when
this toy.
He's got enough money to just say, you know what, bang, this left back is not doing what I want to do. Bang, I just go and buy a new left back. This thing is not doing what I want to do. Back because he's got a system, and if you don't play within that system, the way that he wants you to play.
The only other person that I know that didn't play in that like that was Ronaldinho under Pep, and that was a very short period of time. But Ronaldinho, you can't tell him how to play. This is your area.
I think that's the problem he had with Yaya Toure as well.
Yeah. Yaya
Toure wants to be free, and this man's telling you got to do this, and then when you don't do the thing, it just takes you off.
I want to break free. Okay, fair enough. Man City, Liverpool are gonna. I'm saying they're gonna compete. You're saying they're gonna improve.
Yeah, they will improve. Yeah,
and you said they're gonna improve, but
I think it depends on the injuries, and I also think. Are they prepared to spend the money that they spent last season?
I said depth of squad.
Oh yeah. They can't. Liverpool don't. They're not going to do that again.
They've got money, man. A lot of money.
From where?
They've won titles, bruv.
A title.
Yeah, no, 2 titles. Yeah. And then don't spend the money.
How many years ago was that?
They don't spend money though. And what they do is they don't spend money and sell their players for a good amount of money. Liverpool have got money.
Okay, right. You say that. I'm saying Liverpool are not going to spend. In fact, let me actually put a number in it. They're going to spend 200 net.
They don't have to spray too much because, like I said, they need some depth players.
Well, Salah's going to go.
Salah will go, but they need depth players, so they need a couple of
for free, innit?
I don't know how long his contract was extended for. But Salah's going to go. Robertson's going to go. Sorry, I don't want to overstep you, but there are. Simple Simon is very right. They're going to need depth because people are going.
All right, okay.
So Karen.
Yeah, so that's the thing for me. If they don't address that, then I don't see them.
I'll take it on board because yes, one of their best players or their best players is leaving, and when he fell off this season, the whole team fell off.
And you have to take into consideration the way that they're talking, the way that he's been talking. It's like they haven't bought into this guy's philosophy yet. Yeah. So maybe the new players might come in and buy his philosophy. I don't know, but you need to look at TK. Is he going to be ready for the beginning of the league? Is how much can they trust Isak to not be injured?
Yeah, he's guaranteed to be injured. He's got unfortunately that sounds really bad, but he has a history of it. Much in the same way, I think Harry Kane used to have a September injury. Almost every season in September, he never played. Almost every season. I think it's the last 2 seasons where he actually played in the Spurs team in September
until he left.
And then he left. But before that, September, almost guaranteed clockwork, he was going to be injured. Isak's been the same way. He was injured at Newcastle. The difference was he scored more, but still got the same injuries.
Isak will come good though.
I hope he does.
So whether his injuries there or not, he'll come good. They got 2 good strikers,
very good strikers. They're front.
If we had those strikers, we would have won the league long time ago.
Well, it depends if they're part of the system. Because I think Gyökeres is better than people give him credit for. But
Gyökeres started succeeding when they put my man in the middle of the field who looks forward when he gets the ball.
Hey,
Lewis Kelly.
Nah, is it, bruv?
Lewis Kelly
only played 2 or 3 games,
but those were the best games for and it wasn't only 2 or 3, but those were the best games.
It was only 2 or 3 he played in midfield.
Okay, so Gyökeres best part of the season didn't overlap. When Lewis Kelly was playing?
No, because how many goals did he score while he was doing that? Are you talking about goal scoring?
Listen. It was not necessarily the hold up play. His best form was where overlapped Miles Lewis Kelly in midfield. That's what I'm saying.
I think that he just was grown in stature and now he's not falling on the floor. That's all I'm saying with that. Because before every push full on the floor. So. But he's as much as we all want to cuss him and this and other, the man got 20 something goals in his first season and not many people have done that. In fact, I don't even think Henry did
hardly any service.
He got 20 goals this season?
Not in the Prem, in all competitions.
In all competitions.
I think in the Prem...
Taking into account, we went far in all 4 competitions.
I think in the Prem, he's got... Hold on, let me pick him up.
12 or something like that.
No, it's more than that. It's more than that. Gyökeres was at the beginning, people were saying blah, 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 blah. He got... the stats, let me see, sorry, I'm people. 14 goals.
Yeah.
1 assist.
Same as Morgan Gibbs-White.
And Morgan Gibbs-White's had a fantastic season.
All right, okay, let's move on.
So we were talking about Liverpool just a minute
We've
ago.
done Liverpool. Yeah.
And Clive at Lewin, they all got 14, didn't they? Go on.
Again, man, they've been playing in the Premiership for how many years?
Yeah.
This is his first year in the Premiership.
And Haaland got what, 20 something?
Yeah.
24.
But we respect ego. That's the man we respect. From Brentford.
With a long bad patch as well.
Yeah, he had a long bad patch.
Who's that?
Haaland.
Haaland, yeah.
And he's still mid-20s.
Because he always scores so many goals. He has a bad patch every year, but he always scores so many goals right at the beginning, and then he has like a bad patch maybe around December time, and then he kicks in again at the end. It's a weird way that how people win the Premiership, the pattern that people win. That's why Arsenal's winning is a bit different from normal. Because Man United is always the one that used to show everyone the way. Man United will play, they'll just win-ish. Then it will get to like December,
And then that's it.
and then they'll just be gone. And City are the same. City will go from December and just win 20 games straight.
Yeah, the last 13 games.
That's mad.
They'll win 10 of them and draw 2 or something.
They won't even draw, they'll just win. And they'll catch whoever's in front of them, they will catch them. And they almost did it to us.
Yeah.
They almost did it to us. But anyway,
All right.
shall we start with City or shall we go to where we need to go to?
Where do we need to go to?
Where do we need to go to?
Well, Arsenal.
The most important figures.
Then leave them to last in it, City, man.
Okay, let's talk about City. So Pep Guardiola has now said that he's leaving after 10 years of being at Man City.
10 years and 20 trophies later.
20 trophies.
And 115 charges. They're including charity shields in those 20, by the way.
I don't care.
But then we've won trophies in the meantime as well. Then.
The other day I watched the interview. with Saliba, yeah, and they was asking him about going to Real Madrid. He goes, "I go to Real Madrid. I haven't won, enough. What he goes? We won something. What did we? The charity shield. Yes. He didn't even know where it was. And I said, right, that's deep. But we need to be more trophies. But
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
they care, for City cared, because people that come from different countries, that's their Super Cup. And they care about their Super Cup. It's only this country that don't care about their Super Cup. But anyway, that's another day. Yeah, so Pep Guardiola has now said he's gone. I've been saying to everybody from the very beginning of this year that Pep Guardiola has been going.
Yeah, I said this. Well, when people were like, "Oh, he's going," I was like, "Why are you surprised?" Like, I knew that was coming.
No, because he's still got extra year on his contract.
Yeah, but I knew it was coming.
And he always sees out his contract.
There was something that happened in the news that made me think about the 115 charges that made me think, yeah, he's gonna dip at the end of this year.
He said straight away, this is the very, when people are saying that they're shocked by this, I'm like, why? One, he said that if they get charged any one charge, I am leaving. He said that straight out, yeah? Bang. So I know he's definitely leaving from there. The Chelsea manager got sacked because he was having an interview with Manchester City. I don't understand why anyone was even having this debate. Like, the man is no longer at his club because he got sacked, because he told them, he's not like he tried, he said to them, I am having an interview with Manchester City. So clearly that means
which manager is this?
Maresca, who's going to take over from Pep.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, Maresca used to work for he used to be like AITA, basically for Pep.
All right.
Before he went to Leicester and then he went to Chelsea. He was interviewing for the role, so that's the whole reason why he got fired.
I didn't know that one. All right.
I can know this was saying. I'm surprised that.
Yeah, but me as a casual listener still knew that he was going to leave. Everybody was still saying he was going. So
no, there's people who are still like, he's not leaving.
Okay, the press. Maybe you're talking about your bedrooms and people, but the press was saying he's gone, and because they've
been saying he's gone for the past couple of weeks. They haven't been saying he's gone from the beginning of the year.
No, I am telling you that they've been saying it since the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
I don't remember anyone saying at the beginning of the season that Pep Guardiola's guy.
All right, fine. You were the first one then. Let's.
I didn't say I was the first one, but I don't remember.
That's what you want to say.
I don't remember hearing anyone like on the TV on this lot saying that he's going.
I don't listen to the TV. I listen to podcasts, and they were saying he's going.
Okay.
In their own way, like there's news. Like even right on the one I listened to today, basically insinuated that those 115 charges, something's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, he insinuated something that he's leaving, and like almost like he doesn't want to be associated with it. Yeah, that's what he said today on the podcast.
But he said that from the very beginning. That's what I said. He said it himself.
No, there's a difference between if there's a charge, I'm leaving, and somebody saying the reason he's left is because something's happening. Something's going to happen. You'll find out.
I think
he more or less said that kind of thing.
The reason why I think he was leaving, right, is one, he said about the charges. 2, the Maresca thing, and 3, I think he's going to end up trying to go back with his wife.
Oh, he broke up with his wife.
The whole reason why he broke up with his wife is because he signed the extension of that contract.
Why does everyone know his whole entire life? How do you know this?
Because this was out. It was a big thing. Don't you remember when he was scratching his face and he was bleeding his face?
I never saw it, but I kept hearing about it, yeah.
And what did he say? What did he say? I want to die or something like that.
He said that?
Yeah.
Wow. So you think...
No, he goes, I want to harm myself. That's what he said. And then he walked off because he was scratching his face. All that time, he was breaking up with his wife.
All right, okay.
And him and his wife have been together like for 20-something years.
So they didn't... So, okay. Without meaning to or not trying to dismiss people, his wife did not leave him because he signed a new contract with Man City.
The reason... Yeah, okay. This is the reason...
I am saying that now.
I'm telling you, this is what they said the reason was. He promised that he was going to leave because they live basically in separate countries.
All right.
And he promised that he was going to leave Man City to come back to... Because she's got her own job and whatever. He's going to leave Man City to come back to Spain.
All right.
And then when the time came for him to do his contract again, to leave, he didn't leave. He extended the contract.
He took his wife for granted.
Basically. And she said, I'm leaving. And she left.
No.
So for me, that can happen. So yeah, I think he's trying to go back to his wife. But
when a woman's fed up.
I think that's my personal opinion. That if you see them, apparently they divorced very amicably. You know, there was no fighting or nothing like that. So I'm hoping for his own sanity, that as long as he's not beating her or nothing, or doing that he gets back with his wife.
Yeah, good luck to him.
Yeah, and he said the same thing. Like when they did interview him today, he said the same thing like Klopp. He's like, I'm tired. I've had enough. It's too much. He goes, it's too much. It's too much. I cannot train.
Oh, they interviewed him?
Yeah, they've interviewed him now.
I've been like today. It's just I went to work. I went to the sports day. I took them out to eat, and then I'm here now.
Yeah, he's like, it's too much. It's too much. He goes, he's like Klopp. Well, you're tired. He goes, yes, I'm very tired. And he's also going to do like a role like Klopp does. So he's going to be like the the global ambassador for all of Man City's, the people that own the Man City clubs. He's going to be the same thing like he's
the
doing.
Etihad.
Yeah, so the same thing that Klopp's doing for Red Bull, he's doing for.
I don't even know what Klopp's doing, but I don't like the Fergie thing where you have this shadow looming over you. I think when you leave, do the Wenger and go. Step down. You know, like presidents and prime ministers, you're meant, when you finish your job, it's like you're meant to just leave. Let the next person do what they're doing without this presence standing over them, especially if you were successful. It makes it even worse.
So you think that you shouldn't go to the games, you shouldn't do anything. You should do like Wenger, just never go to Emirates ever again.
I just don't think it's helpful for the new people up and coming.
I don't think it should be helpful right when you leave, at the very beginning, but I think at some point you should have some form of... If you know that's his club, basically.
Man City's his club now.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Alex Ferguson. But yeah, Man City, he's just the longest he's ever been at...
Ferguson needs to... I don't think Ferguson's presence is helpful for Manchester United post him leaving. It's not like it's life or death, but it's a net negative.
I think Man City is now Pep's club. It's the longest he's ever been at a club ever.
Fair enough, but it's just no one cares about City, man.
Arab money.
Yes, so
I'm very interested into what's happening with City. I'm very interested.
What?
Charges?
Because no, I'm not worried about the charges. Whether they come or go, and Wright is not very happy about. I don't know. I'm talking about Wright. Wright is my favorite football player, by the way. So maybe that's what I'm talking about a lot. But he's been very vexed with this 115.
Yeah.
Something happened with Chelsea, got done. Something happened with Everton, got done. Yeah. Something happened with this, got done.
Yeah.
This one.
Southampton, bang, straight away.
How many years? It's just sitting there.
It is.
And it's like...
It's looming over everyone's head and it needs to happen.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the best manager of all time is left. What's going to happen now?
What's the difference between that Man City and the rest of those clubs that you've mentioned with their charges? They can't back it with the bank.
Yes, they can. Chelsea could.
Not like these Etihad mans.
Chelsea's got a lot of money.
They have, but not like these Etihad mans.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm saying.
Well, Abramovich was there and he was... As soon as Abramovich left, they charged everything that they had for the Abramovich era as well.
Well, there you go.
So maybe, and he's got that money.
Yeah, but not the Arab money.
You do not think Abramovich has got that Arab money? Okay,
you have to.
Etihad that's a state that owns.
That's the state that owns.
No, he doesn't have the same money. No, he's one person against the country.
Do you think that Putin has that money?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Putin and what's his name?
Abramovich.
Are not the same person.
No, not the same person. Different
Putin
price.
enabled this one to do your thing. It's not, but he doesn't have Putin money.
Okay.
Can you imagine going to Putin? Can you help me with? Shut up, man! Before I assassinate you.
Okay.
You mad?
I'm saying now that I think he's got enough money to do the same thing that man did.
He doesn't have as much money as.
That's not what I said.
That's what I said.
But that's what
I'm saying that he has enough. You're saying to me that okay. So what are you saying then? Has he got enough money to do what the Arab guys are doing?
What do you mean?
With whatever thing you're saying about suppressing the charges.
Well, clearly not.
Yeah, clearly he did, because when he was there, none of it was suppressed. No, so he clearly did. So I'm right. He's got enough money to do the thing that they did.
But you keep making different arguments.
My argument was that he has enough money to do the same thing that them men are doing.
And somebody said he doesn't have as much money as them.
And I'm saying he's got enough money. He's got
What
money.
has that got to do with the other statement?
Because the statement was regarding why they're not doing the thing that they're doing, which is 115 charges. Or am I wrong?
Listen, if somebody makes a statement, you can't say because it's connected to this, I'm going to argue the statement if the statement is factual. So the statement is Abramovich does not have as much money as the Arab state.
But the reason why you mentioned
that is correct. So why are you arguing with that?
Because the reason it was mentioned is the thing about the fact that this is why he's suppressing these people. He said the reason. Oh, am I wrong? If I go back, you did say the reason why these people are not having the same problem is because these men have got the Arab money. Yes, that's what you said.
No, what I said was, what's the difference between Manchester City and all of those other teams? Yeah, and I said that they have got different money to the rest of the other teams.
Yeah, and so it suppresses it. Yeah, and then I mentioned Chelsea. Yes.
You mentioned Abramovich, yeah.
No, I mentioned Chelsea first, and then you go, Chelsea ain't got that money. Then I mentioned, all right, fine. And then I said Abramovich after.
Yeah.
Because Abramovich, when he was there, was doing exactly the same thing them man were doing. And then as soon as he left, that's when they charged everything from Abramovich. I have to say.
Yeah.
Chelsea, did they not they went to the league.
What?
They went to the league.
The league didn't go to Chelsea. Chelsea went to the league and said, we've checked our books. And there's X, Y, Z that's happened in the past, and we want.
But that was political, though, wasn't it? Because of the whole Russia thing, so it was very political.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't.
Either which way, that is what came out. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Chelsea went there and said, "Please, we looked at our books, and these Russians did a thing. So you check the books and give us whatever punishment you deem to punish us."
Until
like 10 million or something. What was it? It sounds stupid.
Until the state falls out with the Arabs, you won't hear that happening with City.
They also did their own stuff though, because they're the ones that were selling their women's club to themselves.
Oh yeah.
So don't these new ones are doing shenanigans.
Of course.
But anyway, they're gonna get charged, and I think it's gonna be this season.
Of course, they're gonna get charged.
Yeah,
And they're gonna get points deducted, all kinds of shit.
I think
I'm very glad we won without all of that stuff.
I'm glad for two reasons that we went in, that as well, and the fact that Pep was still there.
Very much so.
Because if you won it without Pep being there, it would have been
exactly.
Pep weren't there.
Yeah,
I'm really getting all of these man, and it's Liverpool fools. Liverpools. Why you not beat them, man? These are not the same City. They're not the same City that we had to beat. I was like, oh, God, all right, no problem.
Okay, but they're still better than you.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll be hearing, this is the worst league ever. I've seen so much nonsense.
To be fair, I heard all that stuff before we had won. Since we've won, I haven't actually heard
it.
All that stuff.
I've heard it. And I'm from pundits as well, even. It's the worst league ever. Don't even start me with John Obi Mikel and his messed up accent.
He's a hater, man.
Proper hater. I didn't know Nigerians could hate like this.
Yeah, he's Arsenal, isn't it?
He's Chelsea.
They hate Arsenal.
He said he hates Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said he's Arsenal.
No, he hates Arsenal.
Bunny,
Some people hate Arsenal.
Bunny.
He hates Arsenal. What's the Manchester United one? The one
Evra.
It looks quiet. No. The white one.
Oh, Scholes.
Scholes hates Arsenal.
Yeah, he hates Arsenal still, man.
He hates Arsenal.
He's got that same. Like, Neville wants to hate us, but he can't.
Never don't hate us.
But he wants to because he's still in his blood to hate.
I think he respects.
He respects it.
You can have a respect.
I think he respects Arteta because
Scholes don't respect Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Neville respects Arteta because Arteta's done something that he wish he could have done.
He respects him because he's done the job.
But I'm saying he couldn't do the job.
Yeah, it's when you've done something, you've flopped at it, and somebody else is better than you. You can at least be like, I know what it's like to be in your shoes a little bit, so I give you that. But I think Neville respects good teams. He respects people that have done things the right way. Scholes, for whatever reason, I don't know. He doesn't like Arsenal, and I think that you can have I don't like you, but I still respect you. But he doesn't respect Arsenal. He thinks we're wimps. I think he just, as far as he's concerned, they're little boys to us.
Oh, we'll see.
That's the impression I get whenever he talks about Arsenal. You're just little boys.
We'll see.
And you don't even play well now. When you at least you used to play well before. You don't even play well now.
Oh, we're champions now. And it's a different gravy when you're champions. So let's go back to what you were saying. Let's reverse back to what you were saying about. So somebody said this online and I completely agree with it. They said, okay, so just to flesh it out for the people, just so you know, Arsenal Football Club of North London have won the Premiership. Yeah? They won it on Tuesday. On a random Tuesday night. On a random Tuesday night, they won the Premiership when they wasn't even playing, right? So they was at their training ground stadium, yeah? We wasn't playing. They managed to get 100,000 people on the street to celebrate that win.
I don't like how you phrase that.
Why?
You said they managed to, it was orchestrated.
Bring it up. Say your way.
Like you said, Arsenal were not playing that evening. Manchester City were playing Bournemouth. Manchester City had to win to keep up the pressure on Arsenal. Mm-hmm. They didn't win, they drew. Mm-hmm. So that was a night game on a Thursday. So
finished at
10
p.m.
The game finished approximately 10 p.m. I got there.
Oh, sorry, no.
It must
9:45.
9:45. I got there approximately 11 something. And you couldn't get near the stadium. When you see the aerial shots, you clearly 100K were there by midnight. Fantastic.
Out of nowhere.
And nobody asked them to come. Nobody said, if we win, this is the designated thing. Everybody. I was in the house with my nephew watching the game. When it finished, he's like, I think I should go. Both of us had very early work starts. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. He left in the WhatsApp group, the family WhatsApp group. He's gone. I was like, because we both left the house. He went to his house. I was going to my house. And then I found out he's gone. I was like, nah, he's not going alone. So I rounded up my nephews, and my brother was meant to come, and he abandoned us. Unfortunately, it was
your fault.
This is one of this picture here that I've got with my nephews. So 2 from my brother's side and my sister's son. So all my nephews.
All your nephews. All your nephews, and they're not all my nephews.
Yeah, all my nephews were in this shot. Wearing our Arsenal tops, and I've got a picture with all my nephews. I think that's one of my favourite pictures there. Because I indoctrinated my nephews into
So
Arsenal.
you really use you?
Of course. You think you don't support Arsenal because of me? Are you going to say some nonsense? Please, just don't even say it. You support Arsenal because of me, and so did they.
Are you saying it because through me or because of you?
Arsenal. That you.
You think they support Arsenal because I support Arsenal and you made me support Arsenal?
I am the host.
You reckon that?
I'm the host.
If you ask them that, do you think that's what they're going to say?
I'm the source.
But I'm asking, if you ask them directly, which uncle is the one that made you support Arsenal? They're gonna say,
I don't think. I don't know.
Okay,
but as far as I'm concerned, if I supported Tottenham, you support Tottenham.
I mean, because of that, the rest of them support. Yeah. Okay, as long as you're doing it that way,
and
as long as you're saying it's a river.
However you want to look at it, end of the day. My mum and dad were not football fans. My brother was not a football fan. My sister's not a football fan. So it all came from when I was 5, I believe. In Badger School, you supported Man United, Spurs, or Arsenal, and I picked Arsenal just randomly. And that was it. When my brother would have been like 2, then he's an Arsenal supporter, and then our nephews and Arsenal supporters. So, for instance, my great niece is an Arsenal supporter. Is that you gonna claim that one? My nephew's daughter. Come on, Gunners. The 2-year-old.
Yeah, but that's from the dad.
But why?
That's what I'm saying. I think it comes from me. But that's what I'm saying.
So not the dad now. It's you.
No, I think he supports Arsenal because of me.
And if you support them because of me,
that's what I said.
Why you cut it off?
But I'm not cutting it off. I just said to you, are you saying the river flows down? And you said yes. I said fine then.
Did you take him to a game?
I don't know. I haven't taken anyone to a game.
I have.
So you taking them? Yeah, okay.
Fair enough. My nephews to games.
Okay, you taking them to games, but doesn't mean that they were supporting Arsenal before that, though.
Yeah, because I would have got them a top. Maybe I don't know. I don't even remember.
All right, you know what?
Honest, it's not important. It's not important.
You can claim it. I don't have a problem.
It's not even important. End of the day, they support.
See
Arsenal.
the battle that we have for those sensible reasons.
I want to pay the bill. I want to pay the bill.
It was just a lovely picture. It was a lovely moment with my nephews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't there, so I was
blaming me.
Yeah, because when I asked you when are you leaving, you told me I'm leaving at 12.
Because I was going to get the train back.
But if you did tell me we were going to leave at 12, I would have got there, innit? But
nobody told you not to come.
You said you're leaving at 12. But why? For me to go there and be on my own? How long?
You would have been on your own. You know how many people were there that we knew? Everybody I speak to, like, I was there. I was like, is it? I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, there was bare people.
Yeah, but you didn't see them. Apparently, I didn't see them. My brother-in-law was there as well. I see pictures of him. He was right close to the stadium, boy. Don't know how he got there.
Well, everybody was there. I just
listen. Ian Wright was the one, bruv. Ian Wright in the middle of the big crowd with the popping bottles.
He would have got there before me, yeah.
looked like it was just that was like an immortal shot, man. Him and Robbie and the rest of the man them, and he's popping that bottle and they're going mad.
What did he have on his shirt?
Rollcastle.
That is an epic shot.
Wicked.
But yeah. So anyway, so going back to what I was saying, when 100,000 people came from nowhere, somebody came on and said, and it wasn't an Arsenal supporter. I think it might have either been a United supporter or something else. Goes, I actually forgot what happens when a proper team wins the league. Because when City win the league, no one cares. City won the cups the other day. No one cares. Like no one cares.
Yeah, but Liverpool won last season.
Liverpool was a different kettle of fish.
They locked down Liverpool, innit?
No, when Liverpool won the league, their parade, they locked it down.
Yeah.
But were they outside the stadium when they won?
I don't know what happened.
I think it was really at the stadium when they won.
Which would make a difference, yeah. You wouldn't, if the team were playing, you wouldn't go just to stand outside.
I think they were there at the stadium. Whereas with our one, we weren't there. That's the point. So that's why it hits different. But this to me, as far as I'm concerned, and you're a Spurs supporter, I don't know if you feel the same way. You can argue with me or not. This shows you that we are the team in London.
Because when again, you wouldn't have been there. When we won the Europa League last year, the same thing happened. I went down to the stadium. I never spoke to anybody else about whether we was going to go down to the stadium. There was no arranged thing about that. The whole of Tottenham got locked off exactly the same.
100,000 people.
I don't know how many people were there.
No one has spoken about that thing. If no one knows about it, it didn't happen.
No, but you can't say that.
I think there was as many people at your parade as there was at that thing yesterday.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Hold on. Because for me, I think this is a nonsensical argument. Are you saying that Spurs has more fans in London? Let's just stick to London.
I'm not talking about the more fans. I'm saying
no. This is what I'm asking you.
The spontaneous thing that he's talking about, where no one talked to anybody and they just went down there.
Yeah, that happened. Yes, but the point is that if you did it and 20,000 people turned up, and we did it and 100,000 people turned up, it's different gravy, isn't it?
And stayed there till 4 a.m.
Yeah, I was there till whatever time as well. I don't know, man.
I don't know how many people came to your team.
I didn't even hear about it.
I believe.
I saw your parade.
Yeah, I don't know how many people turned up either, but trust me, the whole of Tottenham High Road was lock off, as if it was a match day, and it wasn't a match day, as in the sense where there wasn't a match at the club.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. What time was this?
What time did the match finish?
I don't know. Your one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what time the match finished. If it was a,
it was a
weekend game,
yeah.
wasn't it? It was a weekend game.
No, it was midweek.
Maybe it was a Thursday then.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, because they played the evening as well, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that it was late.
It was late because the match finished at 10 or whatever it was.
They finished at 10,
yeah. I left at 1:30. People were still showing.
I walked from Stamford Hill all the way down to Tottenham High Road, and I had to do that because you couldn't drive.
Simple Simon, congratulations for actually involving yourself in this conversation, because I don't think you and your soon-to-be relegated self should actually have involved yourself in this.
No, but if he believes it to be true,
the question, the statement you were trying to make, I believe. Just stop me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Arsenal is the biggest team in London? Which I don't think you even needed to make. I think that's
people have this debate
very well known. What kind of a stupid debate? If you say, are we the most successful team in terms of cups, then it's between us and Chelsea.
It's not between us and Chelsea. We are the most successful league.
No, because they're going to say Champions League counts for however many.
But it doesn't.
For some people will say it does.
But it doesn't.
Okay, to you. Some people will say it does. It's not that.
It's a fact. How many more trophies? Who has the most amount of trophies?
That's not what
Arsenal?
I just said.
No, but then what? So what?
So Charity Shields is the same as the Premier League, yeah?
We're not. Don't even remove the Carrick Shields then.
No, but here's the problem with Chelsea. Chelsea will tell you that they completed football. They've won every single football club trophy, major trophy that is possible to win.
Yeah, it's wonderful one. For you. Who has the more trophies out of the other? That's it.
But
who is the most successful team? Is the team with the most amount of trophies? Top flight trophies.
No, but then again,
now top flight now.
Yeah, because you could win how many second division trophies?
Some people might count that.
Even if you did that, we're still more than them. Regardless, whatever happens, you've got more trophies than them.
But okay, so are you saying that Premier League and Champions League are equal?
Yeah, I'll say that. I would say that your league is more important than anything else.
I don't think they're equal.
So okay, so let's say a team wins the league every season, yeah, but never wins the Champions League, and one team wins the Champions League twice. Is that team more important than the other team?
Yeah.
They win the Champions League twice, and they win all the domestic cups.
So how many times did the other team win the league?
Okay, let's say they've played 10 for over 10 years.
Yeah.
One team has won the league 10 years.
10 times in a row.
10 times they won the league and won domestic cups every so often. Yeah.
All right.
The other team has won the Champions League twice within that period of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And won the domestic league. Let's say the rest of the time that the other team didn't win. So let's say 8 times they've won the domestic, like a FA Cup or whatever. All right.
All right.
Which one is the more successful team? Well, I suppose then it would be different because they've got the same amount of trophies. But let's say they didn't.
Yeah, well, actually, the team that's won the league will have more trophies.
Would have the extra 2.
So I would like to equal it out to make to.
But that's the whole point. It's not equal. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but okay. But the point I'm making to you is that you've downgraded the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. You've made it below the Premier League.
I didn't. As I said,
yes,
cups.
you did, because you just said, you just said. I am assuming you're saying if you win 10 leagues in a row, it's better than winning 2 Champions Leagues and 8 FA Cups.
I'm not saying any of this.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm not saying any of this. I'm saying a trophy is a trophy. That's what I said. And whoever's got the most amount of trophies is the most successful club in that region.
So I will ask you a question then.
Okay.
One team wins 10 Premier Leagues, and the other team wins 8 FA Cups and 2 Champions League in the same 10 years.
And that's all the cups they've got.
That's all the cups they've got.
Yeah.
You're saying they're equal.
Yeah.
Are you saying they're equal, Simple Simon?
Sorry, say the last bit again.
Team A,
Yeah.
in the 10-year period, won the Premier League every year,
Yeah.
and that's all they won.
Yeah.
Team B won 8 FA Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, and that's all they won in that 10 years.
Yeah.
Is one team more successful than another, or they're equal because they both have 10 cups in 10 years? Every year they both won a cup, or whatever they won. So,
I don't know, because for me, Champions League is the pinnacle of club football. So, I give a different weight to Champions League, just generally.
Some people would say that, and these are footballers that will tell you that your domestic league is the pinnacle.
Yeah, but
you must win your domestic league. If you don't win your domestic league, it means nothing.
But there's also players that will tell you that the Champions League is the pinnacle of club football. So,
but if they've never won a domestic league, would they be happy with that?
Again, if they've won the Champions League and they've never won a domestic league, there are players that will tell you that Champions League is the pinnacle of football. So if it's the pinnacle of football,
I don't think that many people.
So you haven't answered the question though.
What's the question? Sorry.
Are they equal?
Is one more successful than the other, basically?
Yeah, or they're equal.
I was answering. I said to you that I would give Champions League a higher weighting.
So
one is more successful than the other.
I would say that yes, because of how I see the Champions League.
The point I'm making to Wahala is that I believe you've gone one way.
Yeah.
Wahala saying it's equal. I'm saying most people would go one way or another. They would not say it's the same just because they won 10. One won 10, one another won 10 is equal. They're not going to say that. One is more weighted than the other. I believe most football fans, even if they believe, and I know this is the case, I know there are football fans and players who believe that your bread and butter, and now that is the term I'm going to use for a reason, your bread and butter is the league. That's your bread and butter. But it's like cleaning up your house. That's what you need to do. But then buying a house is a different flex. And I don't expect to buy my house every year. I'm meant to clean my house every day. But I buy my house once every 4 years. If I could buy a house every day, I would. But you can't. It's not normal.
Okay. So this is what just a minute ago, we had a whole argument just a minute ago about your statement being right about the Arabs can't match the other ones, yeah? Can I ask you what the difference is there?
You've lost me.
Who has more cups?
Arsenal.
Who is more successful?
I don't know. How many cups have Chelsea got?
Less than us.
Yeah, but
they got 30.
They've got 2 Champions Leagues. I'm saying
it doesn't matter how many Champions Leagues.
It doesn't matter. I don't understand your problem. You can say, as far as I'm concerned, if we have more cups, then we're more successful. And I'll say, fine, that's what you believe. I don't think the majority of fans think that.
I don't care about the fans. I'm talking about logical thingy. It's like straight.
That's why I said Charity Shield.
I said
Carabao Cups. And then you dismissed it, rightly so, because they're not as important as the Premier League.
I said facts. Even if you want to, I said even if you discount them,
but that's the point.
We still have more trophies than them.
No, but my point is, the reason you can discount them is because they're not important. Otherwise, you wouldn't say, "Oh, discount the Premier League."
I don't think that. I tell people that they're important.
The Charity Shield is important.
I think they're important. They're Super Cups.
They're not the same as an FA Cup.
All right, put it this way. Put it this way. One person has 30 pieces of silver, one person has 25 pieces of gold. Yeah? So they've actually got different amounts of each thing, which person is got the higher value?
Oh, well, that's a different thing. But we're not talking about higher values. We're talking about success.
And some people see the gold as more successful as the silver.
No, that's not. You can't put success for gold and silver. I've got more gold than you. I've got more gold medals than you got silver medals. Yeah, fine.
He didn't say medal. He said
or whatever.
pieces.
But I'm saying, if you're asking, if you was to go and say to them in a factual way, how would you rate the successful of the two clubs?
Yeah.
One has more trophies than the other. That's why Liverpool and Man United have been fighting all these years, because now they got 20 or 21 even. Which one's got 20? Liverpool got 21 now, innit?
If they were equal on Premier Leagues, or Liverpool had one more or one less, and they had more Champions League, they still tout. How many Champions League have they won? 4?
Who?
Liverpool.
Liverpool won 6, bro.
All right, 6. They throw that in the face.
Yeah, because they've won. Not only have they won more Champions Leagues than them, they've won more leagues than them. So yes,
No, it's equal now, isn't it?
I don't know. I think didn't the last season one, is that 20 or 21?
I believe it's equal.
So, but in totality, Liverpool's won more trophies than United, I believe.
Again, now you're cutting out FA Cups. You're cutting out.
I didn't say FA Cups. I said in totality.
Well, then that's not necessarily the case, because I don't recall.
All right, I'm just going to ask the question: who has more trophies? Because I think Liverpool might have more trophies than. Okay, who's the most successful?
I know that Arsenal got 49 trophies and Chelsea have got 30. But out of those 30 trophies, Chelsea have got 2, 4, 5 European trophies, 2 Club World Cups, and then the Premier League, and then how many Premier Leagues have they got? 4 or something like that, or 6?
I don't know. Liverpool have got the most successful club because they got 68 major trophies, and Man United have got 67. Before, it would have been Man United. But because of those 2 leagues that they won, Liverpool are now the most successful club.
Right.
And then the third most successful club is Arsenal.
Okay. Rather than labouring the point, because I don't just want this to be the whole football episode, continue with the point.
I forgot what I was even saying now.
You were talking about Arsenal. You had just started talking about Arsenal. You were saying that they were more successful than Chelsea, and then I queried that.
Oh, because I was trying to say they're the biggest club in London.
That was.
But then he was like, it's a nonsensical thing. And I said, people still argue it.
Nobody argues that. Nobody sensible argues that anyway.
You were just arguing with me about it just now, was you not?
No, I was telling you that some people might say that Champions League...
We literally just had an argument.
If you let me finish,
Okay.
I'll tell you. Some people will weigh a Champions... In fact, not even some people. And Simple Simon, weigh a Champions League as more than a Premier League. So let's say one Champions League equals... I'm just tossing this number.
I'm going to ask you the question.
2 Premier Leagues.
And I just want a direct answer. Please, if possible.
Absolutely cut me off. But
Are Chelsea more successful than Arsenal?
I don't know what they've won.
Okay. I'll give you the number.
For me, bigger club, it's got nothing to do. It's not to do with the cups. That's not what I'm talking about when I say a club is bigger.
Explain then.
It's just fans. Because people are saying that Man United and Liverpool in Britain are the biggest fans because they're the biggest fan base. I'm not sure that's the case anymore. I know it's people say it because historically it's been the case, and they keep saying it. But I don't necessarily think that's the case anymore.
What did you say? Sorry.
People say Man United and Liverpool are the biggest teams in this country.
I don't think Liverpool as much, but definitely Man United.
By fan base.
By fan base. And it's historically people just didn't argue with them, even up to now. All the football stuff we've been talking about, all these fans that are coming out, they still, even though what Liverpool supporters and the Man United supporters are bigging us up, they still want us. And 100 grand people at your feet, you're still not as big as us in terms of fan base. They have to slip that in there because they believe it to be true. I am saying I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case anymore. If I go to Africa, if I go to South America, if I go to America itself, I don't think Liverpool and Man U are the biggest teams there. I think Arsenal are the biggest teams.
Well, if you
there.
go,
even Chelsea are bigger than Liverpool in Africa, I would believe.
Go on, what were you going to say?
I don't know if this thing's a legit thing, but
don't use AI, innit? You have to go to the actual site.
I've just got to a random site and they're saying that number of fans for Man United is 86 million. Number of fans for Liverpool is 59 million. And if you're going by your what's it called now, number of fans for Chelsea 58 million. Number of fans for Man City 58 million. And number of fans for Arsenal 48 million. And Spurs comes after that.
Manchester
37.
City has more fans worldwide than Arsenal.
There would have been a point when they were dominant, because you have to remember that fan base is
I get that.
fickle.
Yes, you're very right.
So when
Okay, now this is BBC.
when you've got 20 trophies in a 10-year period, you're gonna have bare people jump ship and come on.
So BBC are now saying it's Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Celtic, Chelsea, Spurs, Rangers, Aston Villa, then Newcastle.
And Spurs is only on there because we had them South Korean, man.
Bare Africans follow Arsenal because of African contingent during the Wenger years,
and that's why
similar with Chelsea as well. So it sounds like really bad, but yeah, we need a Chinese player, a Korean player, and an African player like properly to represent Arsenal and get that fan base. I want the biggest fan base. Call it like what for? I don't know. I just want us to be the biggest.
Watch Fulham. They're coming as well because they've got football academy in Nigeria. In Igbo land, in fact, in Anambra State, they've got.
But if they don't win, they don't win, bro.
I know that's the thing, but you'll see that there will be many Igbo people that will be wearing Fulham shirt. I'm from Fulham. Fulham.
Why not?
But anyway,
Arsenal is the biggest team in London by fan base.
Okay, but I think it for once it kind of showed because I don't think it's. I think we are big on social media.
Yeah,
I think Arsenal's the best at social media. African even with certain things. But it didn't necessarily always equate to seeing it live. And I think that was a way of them showing it live. And then when they were showing all the different videos from all the different countries, of all the people that were supporting Arsenal on that day.
Did you see the GOAT wearing an Arsenal top?
Yes, I saw the GOAT in Uganda. I said it to Wavy straight. I said it was kind of your people.
Fantastic.
You see the uncle walking down the street with
in the Agbada. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Again, it's nuts. I haven't had this or much of, and it's not like we haven't won trophies. You know, we won trophies. But it's just this was a different thing. It was different. I don't understand why. Like even when I was because I've been trying to explain it to certain young people. I'm like, you haven't experienced Arsenal winning the league, and they're like, yeah, I saw them win this cup. I said, no, it's different.
You've lost me.
Like it's just different. When you win the league, it's a completely different feeling.
You were saying this before we won or after we won?
Before we won.
Okay.
Because a lot of the young boys I've seen, because I wear my Arsenal top when I go gym and stuff like that, they will come and speak to me. Do you think we're gonna win? And I'm like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. And they're like,
so you're saying people don't understand that it's different winning the Premier League than winning the FA Cup?
No, I'm saying that they were. I don't think even themselves was expecting this because I'm like, it's different. I'm like, they're like, yeah, but because it's like we'll talk about stuff and I'll be like, yeah, we won the cup, FA Cup, this, that, and other, and you get we have parades for all that stuff as well. We have all of that.
It's different.
As I said,
this is my point. It's not as important.
I think no, because we haven't won the league for so long. No, but if you won the league all the time, then it wouldn't be a big thing. When you haven't won the league for 20-something years, yeah, there's another thing. And when before Wenger came in, we had won the league every so often. Again, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
But
shout out George Graham.
When we won that Gold Cup, bruv.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, exactly.
When you win a European trophy, you'll see as well.
That's if we were the European.
No, you're gonna win. You're gonna be.
Yeah, but that's because we've never won that either.
But that's
I don't think that winning the. If we won the Champions League and it happens the same thing, I think it's just because now people are just doing it.
No.
I think that was the most organic thing that I've ever seen in a football field.
This season, all right, I'm talking for myself as an Arsenal fan. If we win and this is me that says a European Cup, a Champions League is more important than the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. I believe that. But because of the circumstances that we're in, even though we've never won the European, the Champions League before. If we win the Champions League on the weekend or whenever it comes up, it's not going to be as euphoric. I forget going to the crowd. I'm not talking about that. That can just happen or it doesn't happen or whatever it is. I don't count that for anything. It was a moment. It was beautiful, but I'm not using that to say anything. Arsenal was always the biggest club in London. I didn't need that to prove anything. It will not feel like it felt winning the Premier League. It will be the cherry on top of this wonderful cake.
I think because they failed so many times. In fact, it's Bakayo that said it. Do you see when when him and Timber were in the stadium?
Yeah, light up the.
And he goes, 22 years, I've been laughing at. It's exactly this how he is. He's an Arsenal boy, so he knows 22 years you might have been laughing at us. You can't laugh at us on that. He almost said what Farage said. You're not laughing at that.
Yeah.
He's like, look, we're gonna light up. It's gonna shine bright. We're gonna light because that's how he feels. Because we have been getting bantered. We get bantered more than Spurs.
Yeah,
and we win things
because we're bigger.
No, it's also the what do you call it of success, isn't it? The what do you call it?
Expectation.
No, it's the other side of success, isn't it? So yeah, almost the expectation.
It's hate. People hate Arsenal, and I still don't understand why.
Because we're wavy. Look how many celebrities love us.
Bruv, buff things like Arsenal, bruv.
Oh God,
The amount of girls I've seen in their Arsenal tops online, my whole timeline was just Arsenal people, and I'm just like, what?
My missus was on her Instagram. I was washing the dishes. She was there, and I am not lying to you. I am not exaggerating. This is not hyperbole. Every other swipe was Arsenal, and I said, "This thing thinks you support Arsenal, surely, because it can't be." I said, "I need to get onto Instagram because every other swipe, it's not even every other. It was 2 out of every 3. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal." This is the day after. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. I was like, damn. It was lovely to see, and like I said, a lot of people is like, we've had it for too long. This is a release.
This one thing I will say though, if Liverpool had won the league and it wasn't COVID, it would have been like that.
Potentially.
Nah, it would have been like that. 30-something years, it would have been nuts. They got a million plus the last time they did their parade.
I'm not talking about the parade.
Yeah, I'm talking about it would have been like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Liverpool would have been shut down. If COVID wasn't happening when they won their cup and after that 30-something years, Liverpool would have been shut down. On fire. Car stereos would have been stolen out everywhere. Tires on bricks or whatever. It would have been done. It's just unfortunately for them that when it happened to them, they was on.
Fair enough.
And I think that's why when they won it the second time.
And we won that's the year we won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I think, yeah.
All right. Okay. Is that your... So your ultimate thing was that Arsenal's the biggest club in London?
No, I wanted to speak more, but then we got into the whole thing about the whatever. No, we've got them for so long now, man. We've got other things we can talk about.
Like what?
I don't know, but you can't. You just said you don't want to have the whole conversation to be about.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
but I don't want to. Arsenal is the most important thing to me. You can't just say we're the biggest club in London and then that was the end of the product. It's like, yeah, obviously.
Well, I was trying to speak of this, but you was the one that was there.
Yeah, I was there. I told you.
Let's speak on it.
I went down there after the game, met with my nephews, and just people kissing my hand.
Yeah, I don't think I've hugged and shaked hands with as many people as I have this week. Man, I've just come up to me. Come on, bruv. Come on. Give me hugs.
Yeah, the love, actually. So, no arrests.
Who?
No arrests. No complaints. As in the police. Because the police were all over the gaff. The police came down. They were just chilling around the outside, around the perimeter. No arrests. People hanging out of cars. People sitting on top of cars. There were cars parked on this, because we don't record too far from the stadium. There were cars parked on the road, people just standing on top of them. I'm like, boy, parking your car outside the Emirates was not a good idea today. People climbing up places, God knows how they got so high. Fireworks, flares. People came prepared. It was just...
It's euphoric, man.
Yeah, it was just... And I was saying that, like, I don't pick up the phone and call my nephews. Like, we don't have that kind of relationship with blah, blah, blah. But it's like you can unite over football still with these guys, and we were just there, just soaking it in. It was a good. I'm very happy I was there. I'm unhappy that my brother didn't come down. It's annoying. I would have told him to come, but it's like I would have told him to come. If it was you, I would have said come. If it was Mr. Wolf, I said come down. What do you mean don't? Because we were messaging. I would have said come down. What's wrong with you? But him, you don't bother innit?
No, I spoke to you.
Yeah, but then when you say you're not coming, I don't bother telling you come. I would have told these men, come down. What do you mean you're not coming? Come down, innit? But what's the
man
point?
told me he's going home. Like, I don't understand what you... If you called, yeah?
Okay.
And okay, because I'm going to ask you the question so it doesn't sound crazy, yeah? You're driving from quite far distance as well. And you know the time that you're going to get there is going to be 11:45, yeah?
Yeah.
And this man's told you he's leaving at 12. So he's telling you 11:45. Remember, this is the time that you're getting there now. You know that more people is coming and it's going to end up being more and more delayed. Would you still go?
From the distance or whatever. If you're leaving at 12, then probably not.
Okay. Now ask the same question to me.
Yeah, but you're slag for life. You're going to...
Exactly. And that's why I don't miss out on stuff. That's why...
I don't feel like I missed out on... Really?
You have, though.
You missed out.
Yeah, but I don't feel that way.
I'm saying that memory of seeing... There were kids, bro. There were kids. There were babies.
So babies getting held up like the trophy.
Yeah.
You see people in wheelchairs and people like let them come out the way. It was pure love. Like the closest thing you have to it is Carnival. But Carnival, you always have to have your spidey sense tingling. There's somebody around doing something. There was nobody around. Like my spidey sense. There was one point where my spidey sense kicked in, and there was nothing to it. It was just like there's too many people here. Somebody must be trying to do something. These boys come and do, but nothing to it. It's like it was just pure love. hugs, just. I've never seen nothing like it.
I've seen
never
couples
seen
at
nothing like it.
wedding videos where they're singing North London Forever at their wedding. It's peak. I didn't know that this football club could bring this much happiness in that quickly in that space of one time.
Put it this way: if you had people that were not football fans or they don't have a claim to a team and they were there, there's no way they're not leaving that place. And if this is what supporting Arsenal feels like, I support Arsenal. Black, white, old, young, Asian, Arab, Chinese, Muslim, the Jews, the Christians, everybody was there. Disabled, abled.
Even in New York, where with Spike Lee and he has his people there, because you know Spike Lee's got a thing for Arsenal and he's got like their place where they go watch the games together.
Yeah,
that was Ram. The mayor of New York was there, chilling with all of them. We got too many celebrity fans. It's mad how many celebrity fans we actually got.
I want to see what Dan Gote was doing.
Yeah, because he supports Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
21 Savage was there the week before.
No, the day before.
During our game. Okay,
it was at the Burnley game. So was Spike Lee. So Spike Lee should have stayed. I think he went back. Maybe he must have went back that morning or the same night.
My nephew's saying that Spike Lee's a Knicks fan.
Yeah, he is, and they battered it.
Knicks are doing
very well.
It's like they're similar to Arsenal. How you mean? It's like the massive team, massive following. Haven't won the big thing in so long, but it seems like they're on course potentially to do it this season.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But when I mentioned that to T, like, nah, they're not gonna win. They're gonna get back.
No, they can win. But
I don't follow basketball. So.
But OKC and Spurs are still probably going to be the favourites. But because everyone's just saying that New York is on a different flex this year. Like last year, they got close to almost getting to the point of the final, and people thought they might have won last year. A bit like it mirrors Arsenal very much actually. And this year, they just look like they're going to do it. Like they're just like.
Since when you watch basketball?
No, I don't watch it. I listen to a lot of stuff that talk about it.
Okay, I realize I know nothing. I know nothing about
so a lot of people like this year is gonna be their year.
All right. Well, but, I like New York. You know me. I like New York, man. So,
but I'm hoping in it. But it just showed me how much the fan base had been waiting. Like everybody had been waiting for an explosion.
That's what it was. It was a say release of finally.
They call us a sleeping elephant, and you can see now that we are.
For me, I want to just compound that with more.
Who calls you the sleeping elephant?
Like with a lot of the Africans, they will say, "Oh, sleeping elephant," like like Nigeria, basically.
Oh, okay.
And you just need something to trigger that elephant to wake up, and I think this woke us up. I'm hoping it's a trigger for the next couple of seasons.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to say, so you think now you're going to go for
Arsenal's never done back-to-back seasons.
A patch of that's what I'm asking. Are you going to go for a patch of dominance?
This is why I'm interested because, like I said, when I started off, I said we are going to remain consistent or just get a tad better. I don't think we're going to fall off. We're going to remain consistent because I don't think we're that actually good at. So when people say it's the worst league, I actually don't think we were that good this season. We were better than everyone else, yes.
I think the 2 seasons before we was much better than this season.
Yeah, we got more points, we played better, etc., etc. So, but my point is, we're not. So I don't see us getting worse than we are now. So I'm watching everybody else. If Liverpool step up to the way they were last season, then they'll do better than us. If Man City step up to the way they were 2 seasons ago, then they'll do better than us.
I think Liverpool are going through that transition.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. If Man United step up the 2 layers and become, then they'll be better. But I just don't see it in any of the other teams. But I'm not an expert, and everybody thought Liverpool was going to win with the reinforcements after winning so easy the season before. Buy some banger players. Oh, of course they're going to win again. Where are they?
I don't think
5th.
So
no 5th.
Yeah, because Villa got in there, didn't they?
You get me? So I can't. I'm not talking for next season. Apart from my team, whereas like I can't see us falling off. I can't see it happening.
I don't see City doing anything next season.
I think they're going to get deducted points, so I don't think they're going to be able to even win if they wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know about Maresca as a manager.
He's a good manager, man.
Yeah, I don't like his style of football, really.
At Leicester, he was amazing.
Yeah, but at Chelsea, he was red cards.
Well, that's just the Chelsea way. I think Chelsea, the players were too young.
Maybe.
I think he's got a good balance to that.
I don't even know this Maresca, man.
Well, you say that, but
he's the one that won them the trophy.
What's his name is leaving. Bernardo Silva's leaving.
John Stones
is leaving.
And who else?
What's the best player?
Which one?
Not Haaland, the one in the middle.
Not Semenyo.
No, the best one. City's best player.
Rodri.
Yeah, he's just not the same anymore, isn't it?
Well, Rodri keeps getting injured.
Yeah. So
but I think he's going to be gone this season as well. I reckon he'll probably.
He's not the same. He's the one that
he wants to go Real Madrid.
from when he leaves, that's when the team is crumble. Haaland, no Haaland. You need, because Rodri not being there is the same. It's the same as the Egyptian in Liverpool, Salah not been playing well. I'm not saying that they're one person team, but if you knock out one person, you can severely damage that Liverpool.
It
breaks severely damage.
They have a gravity.
Our best player was out, and it didn't severely damage us. And he didn't play well this season, and it didn't. So this thing you're talking about, system, maybe that's the point. Like, even if my best player is not playing, even if my talisman captain had a bad season, because he did until very to the end. Odegaard was not a good player this season.
Another one that was injured as well.
But I'm saying, if Declan Rice had a shit season, you lot would have been fucked.
Yeah, if Declan Rice didn't play this season, we're done.
Fair enough.
Declan Rice is our Rodri, basically.
All right, okay.
He's the engine.
So
both of them are the engine.
So if everybody else was all right and Declan Rice was out, because all right, you know, I take it back, because the season before, was it Saliba that got injured? And we were on course to win, and then Saliba got injured, and
I didn't know that.
So okay, I'll take it back. We do have players that if they're gone, then yeah, we're decapitated. But fortunately, this season, Rice and our back three, the keeper and the two central defenders,
Urian
played
Timber
most of the games.
But he's been out for almost 2 months now, or something like that.
But it's that diamond.
Yeah,
Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, Raya.
Because for me, Timber was back to back with Rice for the player of the season until he got injured. Yeah. That's how good Timber is.
That's how good he was, yeah.
But now, when people talk about best player of the season, they're talking about our back three. I mean, our back two and Rice. And so, they're talking about
Raya and Rice.
And people are mentioning the central defenders as well.
I think they should always be mentioned, but I think they're just so good now that people just know they're so good that they're just good.
The stats are fantastic. Like, when they've both played together, I think you can count your hands up because they've played in the whole season. Like, when they've both played together, it's crazy. So
we let in 26 goals this season.
So I just don't see that flopping. So our defense is going to be good.
It depends on who. The biggest problem with winning is that now they've won. So you now have to galvanize them to win again, and you now have to get to the point where, okay, I've finally achieved this target that I want to. Do I need to stay here now, or should I go somewhere else?
I don't think we'll have that problem.
You say that.
I do say it.
You win Champions League next weekend. That becomes a very, very
okay.
Big
So
problem.
who do you think might leave then? Or like the potential of, this is the one I'd keep my eye on that they might go.
I think Saliba might leave.
Yeah.
I think if Gabriel gets asked to go to a big like Real Madrid or Barcelona, he might leave.
He would go. I don't know how you lot feel about Trossard. He would go.
Trossard's like 31, 32.
Trossard can go.
Which one of you like Max just get cut off? Like half there.
Yeah, I know you would say that about Trossard.
No offense, but
yeah,
there's better than him in the league.
Yeah, Martinelli as well.
I think Martinelli will get sold. I don't think he would necessarily leave.
They can both go.
Yeah, we do need somebody on the right wing.
Yeah,
Trossard had a bad season because of his wife, though. I reckon he was having a very good season, and then suddenly he just flopped. And then
only in the Champions League.
Then we found out that he was having a good season in the league. At one point, he was our top scorer and assister, and then suddenly he just started having problems. And then we found out now that his wife and him are broken up.
Zubamendi.
This is the broken up episode, boy.
Zubamendi had a good start to the season, but I don't think he's played that many. He can't leave this game, but I think he didn't know how intense this league was.
Yeah, everyone's saying he's never played this many games before. Like, in his whole history, he's never played and this was like 3/4 of the way of the season. He's never played this many games before.
Yeah,
so he's burnt out. And yeah, people coming from one league to another, you hear all the time, they don't know the intensity of the Premier League. It was quite different. My body couldn't take it in the beginning. I had to get used to it. So there's that. Because I think he started off fine. And then, yeah, he fell off towards the end.
I think the potential people that could end up leaving in the next maybe 2 years, Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
He can go.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
He can go. But I don't see Odegaard. Who's going to buy Odegaard?
That's the problem.
What do you mean?
After this season.
You think that this one season, the only season that people are not going to want to buy Odegaard? Odegaard will find himself at one Bayern Munich one time.
All right, okay, Carrick.
And Kai Havertz, both of them.
Kai Havertz can go. Trossard can go. Not only can go, I'm happy for them to. I want them to go.
Yes.
Yeah, replace them because they're not like Saka is phenomenal. Look at, all right, we're talking about like our central defenders, even our whole back line. I don't want any of them to go because if they go, I don't see us winning. Like
Ben White's going.
If well, it's unfortunate, but apparently he's another one that's mash up. He's mash up.
Yeah,
apparently he's mash up. So Ian Wright said that he's mash up. He shouldn't be playing. He's finished himself at Arsenal, so he might not go because if we're not privy to the fact that bruv, you've killed yourself for us, stay. In terms of I'm not leaving. Because I don't want to go to another team.
He's going.
All right, either way. But my point is, our backline, I don't want them gone. Our keeper, I don't want them gone. Our midfielders, I don't want them gone. But our forwards, apart from Groke, we haven't given them a chance yet. He's had one season. Let's see what it's like. The rest of and Saka.
Yeah.
The rest of them can go, bruv.
Jesus is going, isn't he?
Go.
Jesus is going, yeah, I reckon.
They can go. They're not top there.
Yeah, so I'm trying to say, so with all that happening, you lot have to open the purse again.
Yeah, well, the man did say...
The Bournemouth one.
He said for 400 million, didn't he? Someone in your decision making said that they're going to make 400 million available for transfers.
Well, apparently we've made the most amount of money as any club in the world this year.
Yeah.
We don't. Well, with all the tops that I've seen recently, I'm just walking down there, man. You can't go 10 seconds without an Arsenal top. Jeez, man.
You are next to the Arsenal stadium.
£120.
But no, they're talking about just. I think because of how many games we've won, and because we're Champions League final league winners.
Yeah, okay.
All that stuff. So
but I don't think we need that much money. We need.
We do because we need to. If you need to buy strikers now, you got to be spending a good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay top dollar now.
This is a proper football episode, but
yeah, you're gonna have to pay top dollar now because you've won the what do you call it? You've got the extra cash in. You're gonna have to spend top dollar.
I don't necessarily think so. Who's the one that scored for Bournemouth? Because everyone's saying we need to get him.
Groupie.
I don't even know who it is. I've never seen, but bare people have said the same thing. Get him for the team.
Yeah, but
so I'm assuming he plays where Trossard plays. Yeah.
He can play up front or he can play there. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do that because now they got into Europe, they're going to want to try and keep some of their players. Semenyo would have been a good shout.
Yes.
Semenyo was the best shout. That's the best piece of transfer thing.
No, Gay is not far behind, bruv.
Yeah, but I would still say...
but we didn't need him though.
I didn't say that we needed him. He's thinking about best piece of business. I'm saying Gay is not far behind.
Both of them were fantastic, but we needed one.
Because they were not coming close to us until they bought those two players.
Very good players. And they didn't spend stupid money. So that's what I'm saying.
Like, 35 million for Gay and 65 million for
And that was in January as well.
Yeah.
So no, we don't. I don't think we have to spend stupid money. We need
But they both had buyout clauses.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Semenyo had a buyout clause and Gay was going to go for free.
I just think from the middle to the back, we don't need anybody else. We need some players up front. And yes, they might be the most expensive ones, but we need maybe 2 or 3.
In hindsight, I'm glad that Gay went to Man City now.
Because
he would have gone to Liverpool.
We need Trossard. They play on the left, not the right. You said right. They play on the left.
They play on the left, yeah.
Yeah, we need 2 left wingers. I don't think our left wingers are good enough. If we had good left wingers, we would have won the league earlier. Even without the wicked strikers, which we don't have. So we need 2 left wingers and then somebody to replace the German.
Kai Havertz.
No, you got 2 left wingers, someone to replace the German, someone to replace Jesus as well. Like
we need 2 strikers.
You need at least at the
2
bare
strikers,
minutes.
2 left wingers.
That's it.
I think Trossard's going to get an extension.
We can stay.
Yeah, I think one of them's going to go. Martinelli will go.
Yeah, he probably won't get rid of them. Both of them. Yeah,
because Martinelli's worth more money. I think we need to learn how to sell players.
Definitely,
because we don't do it.
But that's it. I don't think it's a lot.
Okay,
we just need to score more. That's it.
I think it's a lot because of the number of fixtures you lot have got and Arteta's tendency to run people into the ground. You need to be able to do some rotations.
But this season, because we've got Marino, we've got 2 players for every position. It's just the left wing. We don't have 2 good players, and up front, Crocker is maybe he'll come good. Like my brother said, he scored a decent amount in his first season. So, and I don't think he was getting the service that he should have got. And then Kai Havertz is just all right. He keeps playing him in midfield and he's not good in midfield. He's better up front. He's a good third striker. We don't have to get rid of him. We need to get rid of Jesus and replace him, and then we could keep.
I think Kai Havertz. I think he stays next season.
This man loves Kai Havertz,
but I think
he's adaptable.
Everybody loves Kai Havertz. All the managers that have him have loved him. Okay, it's weird, but sometimes you got players that you yourself don't see what they see in their players. Maybe they do what they ask him to do. Basically.
And then there are people where, like, look at Saka. Saka was playing in, was it left back or whatever it was. sometimes it's like if I can put you somewhere and you can play there anywhere, like you do, like this is your best spot. But if I put you there, I can rely on you to do a 6 or 7 out of 10 when I couldn't do it with somebody else. Then it's like you're what's the word when you can do many things?
Adaptable.
You're adaptable, and that is so. I know that Kai Havertz is adaptable. I just don't think he's particularly good in the midfield. But he keeps playing him there because he thinks he's decent. Yeah. When he doesn't, Mourinho in the midfield or Mourinho up front is better than Kai Havertz, I think, up front. Mourinho up front scored how many goals?
That one is a madness. I don't actually understand why he's that good up front, but anyway,
it's because it can be.
Okay,
that's that. One other thing. Seeing as we just stick to football, and then I'll do the Amada answer from Wendy, and then we can log off. So I'll let them know that this is a football episode. If you don't like it, then log off in it. But apparently, I heard a football fan, YouTuber, say that the Germans have infiltrated England with the manager and and the team that he picked for England.
Harry Redknapp said it as well. He said he thinks he's a spy.
Yeah. So,
but he said that ages ago before they even picked the team.
So they
ain't finished with Spurs, by the way.
Oh, well then,
because I want to know Barry's feeling about Mourinho.
I finished domestic then.
What is your feeling about? Okay, so people that don't know,
sorry.
Christian Romero is the Spurs captain. Yeah, he's the club captain, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's currently injured. And if you know anything about the Premier League at the moment, Spurs are battling relegation with West Ham. They're 2 points between each other. Last game of the season. If Spurs draw, they're going to stay up. If they win, they're going to stay up. If they lose and West Ham win, they go down. This is the biggest game of their whole entire history, I would say.
Yeah, we've never been relegated from the Premier League.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we've never been relegated from the Premier
League. Or you mean Division 1?
No, Premier League.
Just Premier League. Okay.
Yeah.
But Division 1 you have.
This is bigger than the cup final?
Yes.
UEFA Cup final?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Of course it is.
All right. Because you rubbish the UEFA Cup, innit? It's not as important as just being in the Premier League. Clearly you wait it, but all right.
I'm saying that being...
Because they'll come back up, innit?
Not necessarily. There's big clubs that's gone down and never come back up for ages.
I think they'll come back up.
Do you know that Leeds was one of the biggest clubs in England at one point?
Yeah, they
got relegated and didn't come back up for I don't know how long.
All right. I was just talking to the Leeds supporter today. Just today.
Leicester won the Premier League.
Old man.
Got relegated and now we got relegated again. They're in the second division now.
Yeah, but that was the flukiest of all flukes, and that is one of my most annoying not winning because we should have won that season.
There is so many different things where massive clubs have gone down and not come back up properly.
Okay.
So this is massive for them. That debt that they got from the stadium, they've paid all or whatever they've said they paid, but I know there's still money there that they've got to pay someone.
I'm expecting at some point there to be charges against Spurs.
For what, doing dodgy moves?
Yeah, I think so.
So Arsenal the only one since George Graham, them old days, that we don't do dodgy moves.
But that's why people are saying. That's why people are angry. Saying
Arsenal did it right
because they're saying Arsenal did it right, and you're still hate on us. Like there is nothing. There's no like blood on our hands. Well, I suppose you want to talk about party, but there's no blood on our hands regarding all of these like doing things dodgy, and you still want to hate on us. But it is what it is. But
back to Spurs.
So yeah, I think this is their biggest game in maybe their club history. All right?
Finish answering the question then.
And your club captain decides that he wants to go watch his old club play River Plate in Argentina for their final.
I thought he was just going on holiday.
No. He's got to go watch another game.
He's going to watch another game.
Another team. Yeah. Another team. He's not gonna. If they get relegated, you want your captain to step up and say to the fans or say stuff or blah 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 blah. Even if he's not playing. Man left the whole country. He can't come back and be your captain again.
No.
Yeah, but I think, and this is what I think this move is because he's not coming back. And I think he's fairly confident that we are going to get relegated. That's what I think is happening.
You can't be fairly confident, man. It's a 1 in 3 chance.
Yeah, but I think that he's edging more towards...
Sorry, it's not even 1 in 3, it's a 1 in 9 chance. Apparently there are 9 different variables and only one of them you go down.
Yeah.
They have to win and you have to lose. There's all these other permutations that they can win and you win. It doesn't matter. They can draw. You can draw. It doesn't
I think
matter.
he feels like we're gonna because they've all got release clauses in their contract. They've all got relegation clauses in their contract.
No, I agree with you saying that he may not be coming back, But I think it's irrespective of whether they go up or down. I don't think that he's like, oh, we're definitely going down, so I'm out. He's like, I'm not coming back to this team. I'm not interested in this battling relegation business.
I reckon the relegation clause works both ways as well, by the way. I don't even think they should have them, but I think it works both ways. I think the club want to actually get rid of you rather than the other way around all the time.
Yeah, well, no. So from the club's end, the relegation clause that these our players have got is that they'll get 50% wage duct. And then the relegation clause that they've got in their thing is that they can force a sale before the championship season starts, so that they will never have actually been a championship player. They'll leave as a Premier League player. That's what their contracts are set up as, from what I remember.
He's gonna be proper. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
The only thing that sweets me so much about this is that when people were screaming for that man to leave, leaves. You'll see, man left,
and it all went to shit,
and it's all gone Pete Tong.
It's mad for me because my grand dies and then my team gets relegated.
How did you manage to associate that together?
Why you created it?
No, because
she was the guardian angel of Spurs.
Yes. Yes.
Did she support Spurs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I did a thing. I looked back on the performances up until the point.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Because you don't mind me saying that.
Yeah.
She died in November.
Yeah.
And they have, from the 10 of the year, they have not been able to win.
Yeah.
Well, they've won twice now.
We've won twice, but we had a thing where we hadn't won in all of 2026, and we were in like late April.
You've won twice at home.
Yeah, we've won twice. Period.
In this 2026.
No, I'm talking about for the season.
In the
You've won
season,
twice at home.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's
30. We lost twice at home.
What makes everything so funny as well, shout out Expressions, because although he's one of the ones that screamed it, not only did Spurs not win no games or whatever, they still managed to take 5 points off of City.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
They still managed to take that 5 for us, man. Gave us 6 and took 5.
That's City's bogey team.
Yep.
Yeah, you always do what I get to see, which it pleases me.
Yeah.
No, until the one time they needed to do one and they didn't.
On purpose.
On purpose. 1-on-1 with Son.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I've already said it. I've been saying it for a long time that I've been saying we're going to get relegated. You'll be the one that's telling me no. Voila, you've been saying nah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I've got money on the fact that it's not going to happen.
Okay. I've been saying I think it's going to happen. I think it would be the christening of a season for you. That would be a perfect season for you lot.
That is my biggest reason. I cannot have life that good. It's not possible for me to have life that good.
This is what I see. I see you won the league. You're going to win the Champions League.
Why do you think we're going to win the Champions League so
and
much?
we're going to get relegated.
Yeah, leave him, man. That's too much, man.
And we're going to get relegated. I think you're going to get the Holy Trinity. You're going to see
somebody called it the Arsenal treble.
You're going to see your team. You're going to see your team lift armpits for the 2 biggest competitions.
That can't happen, man.
And then you're also going to see your enemies. What's it called?
Yeah, my enemies. This is the Drake era. This is the Drake year.
Yeah.
Listen, I was listening to all my enemies are suffering today, and I was like, Arsenal need to play that during the parade. All my enemies are suffering.
That's what I feel. That's what I see happening. Personally.
Okay, but in terms of your captain,
yeah, with what is the? Oh no, it's like it's a poor show.
is it a straight violation?
Yeah, it's a poor show. But he's Argentinian. I don't expect anything less from them, man.
Oh,
you know, like that. So
racism.
yeah, exactly. So I don't expect nothing less from them, man. Yeah,
VAR racism.
yeah. So yeah, it's disgraceful. It is disgraceful.
So how do you feel like? Cause you obviously you got Spurs things that we don't have. We don't talk to Spurs people the way that you probably do. What is the current climate of the Spurs, man?
Well, it's disarray. That's what it is. It's complete disarray. I haven't even had too many people say or look to who to blame. They haven't even been saying, "Oh, it's Levy's fault," or "It's this one's fault," "It's that one's fault."
Nah, Enoch. That's what I keep saying.
They've always been saying Enoch out. That's remained, but it's just disarray now. It's complete disarray. Like even for me now, I'm like, if they get relegated, I ain't watching no more.
What?
Yeah, I'm done. What am I watching?
People say the championship is very entertaining.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
I don't like that attitude.
I can't do it.
Why?
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
Yeah, you're not answering my question. You're telling me
it's
the
all
same
I
thing.
know. It's all I know.
So now you're gonna know something different. What's the problem?
Nah, I can't.
What's all you know?
Nah, the Premier League is all I know.
You were running before the Premier League.
I said yes, but the Premier League is all I know as far as football's concerned. my team's been in the Premier League every year. There are 6 teams that have never been relegated from the Premier League, and we are one of those 6 teams.
And you still will be. You're not coming down anyways. But even if you were, I don't get the attitude of I'm not going to watch you if you're not in the Premier. So let's say they come back straight away. You're gonna watch them the year after.
If they come back, then yeah.
Which 6 teams is it?
Man U, Arsenal, Liverpool,
Correct.
Spurs,
Correct.
Chelsea,
Correct.
And Everton, because
Everton, yes, correct.
So that's more than 6. That's what I was thinking. It can't be just 6. It must be
No,
more.
it's not because I think Chelsea got relegated. I think Chelsea's been out of the Premier League. I think so.
Okay.
But it's only 6 teams.
All right. It's a poor performance of a person to abandon his team when they're down.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well, no shame in your game.
Nope.
I know you're not going down anyways, unfortunately. There's like 25% part of me that doesn't want you to go down because
it's the Batman Joker story. That's what it is.
Yeah. But then 75 is like it will be entertaining. But I do want you to come back. If you go down, I want you to come back.
Yeah. I don't know.
But not win. Come back like second.
For me,
or further side, you don't even win.
for me, I seen Newcastle go down, and for me, once that can happen, it can happen, man.
Yeah, who do we include? Because it's Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, and Spurs. What was the other one that we said?
No, we didn't say any more than that.
Yeah, that's what he said. That was.
I thought it was 7.
And I questioned whether Chelsea had gone down, but it wasn't.
No, so
Chelsea stayed. Yeah.
All right, so there you go.
From the Premier League, anyway.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal's the only club that's never been relegated from nothing.
Oh. So once we worked our way up to the top division, we've never left. Because there was life before the Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League only started 1992.
Because everyone's saying the 89 win is the one. They say this win was it, but the 89 win was the one.
Do you know about the other thing? This is what shout out my brother-in-law, because I didn't actually know about this. Do you know the other reason why Spurs and Arsenal have got a problem apart from being in North London?
Go on.
So I don't know what it was like in a really, really long time ago. Spurs were near the bottom of whatever league it was, yeah? And Arsenal were in the league below. And for some strange reason, they decided to promote Arsenal, and in that promotion, they then relegated Spurs. And that was one of the big rivalries, one of the reasons why a big rivalry happened between us. Random thing, like it's not something that should happen, but happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Neither did I. I was arguing, what do you mean? And I read up on it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
And then you get 100 years rivalry from that.
What do we think of Tottenham? All right, okay. On that note, let's do this email that also sent in by a friend of the podcast, Wendy. Shout out. Okay, it says mature conversation about. I'm assuming it says relationship is cut off. She didn't send me the link. She sent me screenshots. So bear with me. Am I wrong for refusing to let my girlfriend live in my house rent-free when I can easily afford it? I haven't lived with a woman since my divorce. Recently, my girlfriend and I started talking about her moving in when her lease is up in a couple of months. Right now, she's paying almost $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. That's an hour from her work. She's drowning in it. I own a 5-bedroom house in one of the best neighborhoods in the city. It's 15 minutes from her job. I bought it before we met, and I can easily afford the mortgages, taxes, and upkeep entirely on my own. When I invited her to move in, I thought I was throwing her a lifeline. Then I told her the rent $1,000 a month. She completely flipped out. She accused me of trying to make money off her. She said it was disgusting that I would charge my own girlfriend to live in my house. I was genuinely stunned. I explained that $1,000 doesn't even cover my property tax, so technically I'm losing money having her here. I'm basically subsidizing her living situation, and she acts like I'm running a scam.
I've heard this before.
She countered by offering to split utilities, which comes out to about $500 a month. I told her that's not how it works. I have a 5-bedroom house in a premium neighborhood with a mortgage and tax bill that would make her cry. Her $500 doesn't even touch the actual cost of maintaining the property. She'd be getting a massive upgrade, more space, better location, shorter commute. And I'm supposed to just eat the entire bill because we're dating. Here's the part she really hates. I admitted I can easily afford for her to live here rent-free. But I told her straight up, that doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't feel fair. Why should she get to live in a luxury house for free while I'm still carrying the full financial burden of owning it? What happens if we break up in 6 months and she's saved thousands while I'm left with the same mortgage? Where's my benefit in that? She called me greedy. She said if I loved her, I wouldn't treat her like a tenant. I told her if she loved me... sorry, it's the next page. Sorry. Okay, I think some of it's been cut off. So I'm gonna, apartment and her independence. Something about... sorry, I can't... the line's been cut off, so I'm just jumping forward a bit. Apartment and her independence. If paying $1,000 to live in a mansion is somehow offensive to her, now she's not speaking to me and her friends are blowing up my phone calling me a cheap jerk. I genuinely don't see what I did wrong. I offered her a massive discount on a massive upgrade and I'm still taking a loss on it. Am I wrong for thinking she should pay something when she's moving into a house I worked my ass off to buy? So, for making my girlfriend pay to move into my house, am I the asshole?
Sorry, can I just ascertain something? Is he the one that invited her to the house, or did she ask to leave to go to the house?
When I invited her to move in.
Then I already know my answer. I'll let Simon speak with her. Speak on it, my man. Speak on it.
This one's a weird one.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it.
Because I feel multiple ways about it. So, because he's invited her, that to me says something. Like he shouldn't. You've invited her, innit? Nobody sent you to go and invite her. You know why you invited her.
Did I call you?
Exactly. So then her not seeing why she should have to pay, I guess, kind of makes sense if you've invited her. But I do have weird feelings about these situations where somebody is quite happy to pay money to some stranger outside and pay over the odds. And then when you're in a situation where you can pay a fraction of that money, all of a sudden you're offended now. And it's like, but you are materially better off because you're saving 66% on what you would have normally been spent because you're paying, you've been asked for a G now and you were giving out free before and sinking. So you're 66% better off and you've got better living condition.
Is she?
Well, yeah, because...
Bigger house, closer to work.
But I now have to live with someone.
Okay.
Your partner.
So?
Okay. Let's not extrapolate that conversation.
No, I am because I think it's the reason why I'm paying for the more whatever. The reason why she's paying for more and she's happy to pay for whatever it is because that's her own living space. That's hers.
So it's worse me living with my wife than when I live by myself.
It's not saying that it's worse on the thing.
Let's
I was happy living on my own. That's what she's telling you. Did she tell him that she was unhappy?
But she was drowning.
She was drowning in debt.
But did she tell him that she didn't want to? There's a difference between.
She don't have to move, by the way.
This is what I'm saying. There's a difference between her saying I want to live with you, yeah, and saying I can't afford my place. There's two different things. So she might be happy to live on her own, and she would potentially, if she had the money to pay for the whatever she's paying for, be happy to live there. What she's saying is I can't afford it. Doesn't mean she don't like it.
Yeah.
According to him, this is a better situation for her.
But that's what I'm saying. That's his opinion.
Same as you earn the cups. It is what it is.
That's her opinion. That's his opinion.
So yeah. So for me, when it comes to that now, I'm always a bit unsure of why people are upset in that situation.
I think the equivalent would be if he said, I have a flat for you, you can live in this flat. It's my flat. I'm not live there. You need to pay this amount of money. And she says, no, I don't want to pay that much money because I know you.
Why's that equivalent?
Because that means it's the same as having, because she actually, as I said, she's got her own flat there.
That's two different things.
But I'm saying, he's saying the reason that the thing that perplexes him is why she's happy to pay the money to the landlord and not to the boyfriend.
A simple Simon saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not you understand that one, man. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. For me, the equivalent would be...
Would you make your missus pay? If you own the house, you're paying a mortgage, you feel solid with this person, they're drowning in whatever, they come in, live with you, are you going to tell her she has to pay towards the house? Taking into account, like he's mentioned twice, It's nothing for him to pay for the thing.
I wouldn't.
So then you understand why she's like, why are you making me pay when?
No,
when
I didn't say that.
No, him.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to you. When I say you do understand, if it's nothing for you to pay and you're making her pay, she's like, why are you doing that? And there's nothing wrong with her asking the question. I don't disagree with either side. To be fair, if the man's saying I want you to play your part, no problem. But the old-fashioned me would be like, if I can cover it, then I'll just cover it. That's the old-fashioned me. The new age me, or the new age world, I can see how a man could be like, I don't want to be taken advantage of. What do you bring to the table? Blah blah blah. So whichever way it is, I can see both sides of it. Her asking why is, as long as complaining and bitching about it, maybe it's different. But her saying, why do you want me to pay if money is not an issue for you in terms of the house?
And you went to go tell me that as well.
And then if he's saying, I don't want you to take advantage of me, or I just want you to pay your own way, or I'm trying to teach you lessons, baby. You know, you're young, and I'm trying to teach you the ways of whatever it may be. There should be an answer, not just, what do you mean, why? Because you just told me you could pay for this. Me moving in is not messing with you financially. It's not hurting you financially. I'm not adding to the bills, maybe a little bit more gas, a little bit more electric, but it's nothing for you. So why do you want me to pay? And he should have a reason for that. So he didn't give a reason in this thing. So the Arse All bit for me, sorry for me to just answer, is that I would like you to answer the question why. I don't have the issue with you saying.
But he did answer why. He said that he thinks that she should be responsible for something, regardless of whether or not he's got the money to do it or not. That she should, and he also said that I don't feel like she should be able to save up all of his money while I'm not.
That one is the one. That's the one I disagree with.
Because the whole point of you
don't live your life based on if you leave me.
Yeah.
Then just leave me. Then just go. I can't live my life based on if you leave me, then I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. But then let's not be together. Then if you're worried about all of that stuff, which is nothing wrong with worrying about it, but go worry about it with somebody else, because I want somebody that's all in with me, not somebody that's holding back because we might break up. Because anybody might break up.
That's the same with me. For me, that's the equivalent of I don't cook for him because we're not married.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
I get it, but then it's based on fear. And when you base your relationship on fear, it's not a good thing for me. It might not fall apart. It's not a situation I want to be in where you're living in fear of us in this relationship. No, it's all right. I want freedom, and that fear is not a freedom. It's holding back. I don't want my wife. I don't want my spouse.
It's a restriction.
Yeah, I don't want my other half holding back on me. Sorry, Simple Simon.
Yeah, so I would say, maybe he's an asshole for not explaining himself. And not explaining why he expects her to pay, but
how else did he explain himself? So just to be fair.
I always find these situations dodgy. I think generally, even outside of amorous relationships, the idea that you would happily go outside and spend however much on XYZ, have a company, and then when it comes to somebody who you know who's providing that same service even to equal quality or level, all of a sudden you've got an issue paying with it. All of a sudden the money becomes a lot. I struggle with that.
I'm going to bring up a real life situation after this, which was a question I said I was going to talk about in the pod. It's reminded me to do very similar to what you just mentioned, and this about the asshole. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, so
I'm more interested in this actually.
All right,
so I'll let you answer.
Fair, I've spoken anyway. Go on.
I think he's awesome
for making her pay.
I think if you asked her to come to live with you, I mean, the reason why you asked her to come to live with you is to help her to save money,
to help her not throw money away.
Whatever, then let her do it to the fullest of her capability. Why do you have to now? Because I want you to pay this though. And it's not because you need it. It's because it's for me. It's like control thing. That's what you're doing. You want to be a control thing, and you don't want to seem like you're a pussy when you go outside and people be like, "Oh, I pay for all of her stuff." You don't want to seem like a simp, and that's it. That's my whole notion in this whole thing. You don't want to seem like a simp. Things that used to be what a real man was about is now being called simp, and that's what I think he's looking at. Like in the past, no husband would have been thinking this same situation like this.
He's not a husband.
But I'm talking about old man or whatever. If you're asking this woman to come to your house as well, I suppose you would have got married back in the day. Well, these times people don't get married; they just live together. If she had said to him, "Can I come and live with you?" and he said, "Yeah, fine, but you need to pay this month," blah blah blah. That's fine. She's not even saying that she can't pay everything. She was even offering to pay some money. He wants her to pay, but that's what she's saying. I can pay this. In her head, she's probably thinking, if I go moving with a man, and let's not pretend like this is not something that's alien to a lot of women. If I'm gonna go moving with a man and he can hold down the household with the mortgage and the bills, then that's cool, isn't it? But she said, all right, fair enough. If you don't want to, if you're not gonna let me just have a life of luxury, fair enough, fine. I'll pay the bills or pay half the bills because that's what I'll do. Because if I wasn't here, you'd be paying this anyway. The same way that you're saying about if she wasn't there, she'll be paying that man. If I wasn't here, you're going to pay this anyway. The only thing that may change is the bills. So I'm gonna pay my half of the bills. I don't even think I think that's acceptable even in her saying that. If he didn't want to take that, that's fine. Again, that's up to him if he doesn't want to take it. But you invited her there.
Okay, so now this is your daughter. Dad,
I'm a wasted husband already. I'm a wasted dad already.
The dude that I'm seeing, or Tunde, Tunde for the past 2 years we've been together, he's asked me to move in with him, but he wants me to pay £1,000 towards the £5,000 bill. He wants me to pay 20%. And you say to your daughter,
I'll say, is it exactly the same situation as it is here?
Yeah,
so I'll ask her why.
He invited me to stay. The money I'm spending on this house is £3,000. It's a lot. He can see that it's a lot for me. He's like, come in, live with me. You're closer to work, and just give me a grand. Just give me a grand, and that's cool.
I'll say
it's $2,000 less than what you're doing now. You're closer.
I would have said to her, you can come live with us. If you don't want to pay that money,
she's calling. You're in another country.
Okay,
you're in Nigeria chilling.
All right, then I'll say to her, look. So if she explained exactly the same, if I say to her, okay, why is he wanting to pay, and she says exactly the same thing that she's saying to me there, I'll say to her, well, it's up to you. If you want to go and live with him, he's telling you that you have to pay this money, but I'll be very disappointed in the man because you're not asking because you generally need it. You're asking because you want to have this notion of you're doing something. So later on in life, if I leave you, I don't feel bad. I don't feel like a simp.
Oh, sorry, I just thought about something else here now. There is another element of safety or insurance in asking her to pay and her having to pay, because now she's actually paying towards the living. So somehow I feel like she's got more rights, if that makes sense.
But that's not what you're saying.
I know, but I'm just flipped it over in my mind. I'm like, yeah, actually, it might actually be better for you to actually be paying something because you have more rights, as far as I'm concerned.
If the question was thinking my daughter said, should I pay something? I would say, yeah. I'll still tell her yes.
Yeah, but
then this is the thing. She's not saying she won't pay nothing. She offered to pay something. He said, I don't want that.
But
I want this.
I don't have an issue with that part.
No, but I'm saying
if you're offering to pay and the man's like, it's my house. What do you mean? You tell me how much you're gonna pay me? I pay $5,000 on total. You're saying you're gonna give me 10%. I want 20. What's wrong with that?
I didn't say there's anything wrong.
Yeah,
I'm saying
so
that, but she's offering. But she said the way that people are saying,
I'm only gonna give you 500.
But people are saying that I'm saying she is offering to pay something. She's not saying that she wants to live there scot free. She's saying I will pay this.
He's saying that's peanuts, and I am that type of person. You both know me. If you say I'll give you this, and this actually is nothing, it's like that's a waste of my time. It's like just don't forget it. Forget about it.
It's almost
like I am that type of person. Whereas if you're not gonna give me what is necessary for whatever is necessary, then don't bother.
But it's a waste of your time because you got the money. For her, that might be something still.
No, but
the
then he knows
she was doing free.
She was doing free, so he knows.
Yeah, but he said that she's doing free and she's drowning. So now for her to swim, she's saying, if I pay this, I'll be able to swim. Like if you're not, look,
1/3,
so she's saying
still drowning.
You don't know if she's drowning. That might mean that she's in overdraft. She might mean that she's in complete debt.
Yeah, and then
so for now, if
your costs go down by 66%, then
you can start paying off your debt.
Yeah,
but if I don't have to pay anything, then I can pay it off and actually be able to live.
Yeah, but he's not her daddy.
Well, some people might say yes.
Oh,
Yeezy taught me.
I'm just saying, innit? If you're gonna help me, innit? Help me.
I actually see both sides. And me, I wouldn't ask a woman to pay.
If I'm telling her to come to my house, I wouldn't ask her. But just know that if you go to her house, she will ask you.
Equally, yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing that's also interesting. But equally, yeah, if I invite somebody, then I'm unlikely to be asking for money.
But then we have the Bronx style scenario now.
Which one's that now?
Now, when I open the door for you, do you open the door for me? Do you offer to pay something at least? Because some people will be like, I'm not expecting her to pay, but if she doesn't even offer, I don't like that.
Yeah, well, and again, I think that might be partly where my thing lies as well, with the whole idea of I was paying $3,000 before, and maybe not being happy to pay in the $3,000, but I was doing it, and now somebody's invited me to their place. in myself, I can't see me just coming to their place and not giving some kind of contribution. I don't know. That's just how I'm built.
Put yourself in a woman's body.
I've never. I don't know what that's like. I can't even begin to.
You have put yourself in a woman's body before.
I mean, yeah, but you get what I mean. I can't because the dynamics is completely different.
This is why I mentioned the daughter, because now you look at your daughter, I'm like, what do I expect from somebody that I care for, that I love, and that I want them to respect themselves? Do I expect the woman to respect herself, to be like, no, it's a man's job to pay, and I'm a traditionalist, so you don't have to offer him? Or it's like, I know I'm a traditionalist, but we're living in a new world, and I don't like the idea of you just moving in with this man and not offering, so you have to offer, and this is the this is the percentage I want you to offer.
For me, I would be going on the air of the safety side as well. It's like, if you are giving him a grand a month, then yes, it's his property or what have you at the same time, but you still have some kind of rights, because you're making a contribution there. Whereas if you ain't doing nothing at all and he wants to then turn around and mistreat you anyhow, I'm not saying it's acceptable, but you have less of an argument to stand on from an objective point of view. I'm
interested, because I just don't think like that. I don't like security blankets in relationships. So it's like, if you feel that it's necessary, I don't want you with this person.
Yeah.
And so my aim as a training as a parent is to teach you to have good discernment, to make good judgment on who you're doing things with, and be free. And then if things happen, anything can happen, fine. But I don't want you to be cautious in love, basically. Not reckless,
yeah,
but not that I'm tiptoeing because something might happen. Yeah, anything can happen. But if you just live on that, chances are you caught it. You bring it into your life because this might happen, and then it happens. I told you what happened. Yeah, I know it's gonna happen because you expect it. You brought it into your life.
I hear where you're coming from, but I look at this as vex money. That's what I look at it is. How?
Yeah, but that's like on a date with somebody you don't know.
But I'm saying it's still vex money to me. It's like, you shouldn't need it. You might not need it, but you have it anyway.
But then,
as a just in case, adia mama, as they say in Igbo. So it's in case. So yeah, I just think it's like vex money to me.
Wouldn't the overlap be that you keep money aside, 1,000 aside, and if he ever opens his mouth and be like, I think you should, I've got it. It's 20% all right. I got 20% for the past 6 months that I've been there.
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but I don't know many people who have the discipline. I don't know many people who have the discipline to do that, and I don't know many women who have the discipline to do that.
Kai, he separated the women. That was Simple Simon. The views of Simple Simon are his and his alone. They do not represent the rest of the pod.
Yeah, Rastafari.
Rastafari. All right, situation I was in, an actual situation I was in. Somebody I was... my niece was getting her eyelashes done by her friend, maybe her best friend, and the best friend was charging them. And I said, "You charge your people again?" Because I just don't believe. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm a business person. I'm charging. It costs money to do this." Yeah, blah 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 blah. I said, "Oh, yeah, cool." That's how the conversation started. Then it went down, and this situation arose, and this is very interesting to me, and this lets me know I'm old. So this girl has her own car. She's gone on a date, young girl. Early 20s.
Yeah.
And she's gone to date somebody 20 years old. She's driven an hour to meet them, even though they're both in South. It's South.
Yeah, that's what South
so
is.
She's driven over an hour, actually. It's an hour and a half, but to meet them, pick them up, gone on a date. Whilst dropping them home, she goes to the petrol station. He's like, I got this. He gets out the car, puts £25 in the tank, gets back in. She drops him home. I'm asking her, okay, and then she tells me, yeah, I'm not seeing this person again. Why? It cost £70 to fill up my tank. He didn't step up properly.
Oh, so he should have filled the tank.
He should fill the tank.
Why fill?
Because that's what he should do.
That's an expectation, isn't it?
Okay, all right.
If I the conversation went for quite a while. It got to the point where it's like, anything I can do this stuff myself. I'm not bringing a man into my life that is not going to do what I can already do. You should be fulfilling. I'm like, it's a bit early for all of that, but fair enough. I get the premise. It's a bit early for that. Maybe the man was testing you.
I'm surprised that he even filled the tank or put money in the tank.
Apparently, this is the new age thing. This is what civilized boys do these days. Taking into account, she never asked him to put. He got out, and I'm like, really? Because me and Mr. P. And the other, I'm talking the other elder dude. I'll be like, I wouldn't have even. No, what did we say? It's like first of all, I guess the driving thing was a bit of a madness because neither of us have been in that situation so I guess that kind of like separates it. It's a bit mad because I don't think either of us have lived that life. We're the one who's driving us around. So that's if we have to separate that, because I know some people are screaming at what the girl drove over hour, blah, blah. Separate that a bit, please. It got to the point where my niece was like, well, when your nephew was courting me, if we went on a date, they would always pay for an Uber if they weren't picking me up. So I'm never just making my own way somewhere. Your nephew always paid. When my nephew came in later on, I asked him about the situation from a man's point, because the two grown men were like, when it comes to like, I'm not paying for a woman to get to me. That's the one thing we basically agreed with. I'm not paying for you to get me. And the thought doesn't even cross my mind. Maybe because I've been married for so long, Uber wasn't a big deal back when I was courting my missus, all that stuff. I don't know, but paying for you to get to meet me somewhere just didn't make sense for me. And she's like, but I'm wearing heels and stuff. You just expect me to get there? I'll be like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm meeting you somewhere. Meet me there, innit? I'm not paying for you.
I'm paying for everything else. So you can meet me there.
But the expectation now is that you pay. So when my nephew came in, early 20s, and I gave him the scenario, he's like, I'm not happy with the boy. He should have filled it up. I was like, rah. So that's the thing now. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Let me ask you this question.
So that's why I'm an old man.
Let me ask you this question though, yeah?
I am Joe Blow. Yeah, go on.
If you did do the petrol, would you fill out the tank? If you was going to do the petrol, would you fill up the tank? You would have filled up the tank.
I always fill up my own tank.
You would have filled up the tank.
But if
you would have filled up the tank,
I don't know.
You would have filled up the tank.
For me, it's not. It wasn't. Okay,
Steph.
Okay,
you would have filled up the tank.
My nephew said, if you're trying to like, he openly admit that I'm trying to impress you in it, so I should fill it up. If you're trying to impress a woman by getting out and putting in petrol in the car, then fill it up. Like otherwise, what are you doing? You're not actually following through on the. I'm trying to impress you. I'm big man.
Yeah, you're not going halfway.
Yeah, basically that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying what he's done is wrong. So anyone out there, I'm not saying if you wanted to put up £25, I still think that's a good thing that he's done. But I'm saying if it was me, and if it was you, and potentially Simple Simon, if we're gonna put the petrol in the car, we'll fill up the tank.
But it's purely ego.
Yes. Exactly that.
But that's what it is.
Exactly that.
I could.
You're probably going to come with some scientific reason as to why you've done it. I don't know.
For me, it's pure.
But it's going to be ego. Because why am I getting out of the car to go and put half penny in there? You're going to fill up the tank. And you know what you're going to do as well? Because you think you're so gangster, you're not even going to shake it. You're just going to put it back there like shake it back. Like it don't matter. Not even going to look at it. Just wait for it to click. Oh, it's clicked. Now it's done.
The conversation arose from my niece, who's joined the family.
Yeah.
Married my nephew, saying how excellent the men in our family are.
Yeah.
And that obviously she's happy that she's married into it, and her friends have seen this side of the family, and she's expecting similar. Even though she's saying my dad has given me like very high standards, so I'm not. This is the friend now. My dad has told me this. My dad's told me that. I expect such and such from a man. Okay, cool, no problem. And then my niece is saying, and in your house or in on this side of the family, the dudes here are impressive, and the dudes, the young person these days are waste. Okay. And I'm like, I don't remember paying to send somebody to meet me, so I don't know if you want to be bigging us up too much.
But did you drive and pick them up all the time? So then why would you expect it?
But I've met people who've both taken public transport. Remember, I've got no problem taking public transport.
Yes, you. I think that when you was doing that, the people that they would have been dealing with would have been older. And I think after a particular age, some of these things don't matter anymore.
Yeah, and when you're younger as well. When I was too young to drive.
Yeah, too young to drive, then those things don't matter anymore. I think there's a balance. When you get to a certain age, I think all of these things that, like, you're right. So when you're 16, 17, 18, 19, some of these stuff don't matter. I think once you start getting into your 20s and you've got jobs and stuff like that, things that used to not matter now matter because society makes it matter. And then I think once you've got to a point where now you just want a partner, like all of this, you now know that you've gone past all of this stuff and you've potentially missed out on good relationships because of stupid things. Those things don't matter anymore.
I just thought it was very interesting.
I never really had this scenario in my head before, but I've always driven. So it's never been a thing for me.
And that's the same for me. So I'm in my mind while you're saying it, I'm flipping it around and I'm saying, well, if she's come and got me, then I would I'm putting. I'll put petrol in.
I've always offered to get people. So anyone that's ever met me somewhere is because they've said, I want to meet you. So maybe they don't want me to get to their house.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, I'll meet you there. But I've offered to come and get them.
Yeah.
So they can't then dash that on me that I should get them a cab or whatever. I've offered to come and get you. You don't want me to come and get you. Meet me then, innit?
Yeah, if you've come and got me, I'm going to put petrol in your car because I'm just that way inclined. And then I'll also think about it the other way. Like I said before, I would have given the Uber man that money.
I'm not sure. This is the thing about it. I'm not going to be 100% sure that I would have gave you the petrol money if you didn't stop at the station. If you stopped at the station, I would do it. If you haven't stopped at the station, I don't know whether or not I'll remember to offer because I would have paid for everything anyway. So I wouldn't have necessarily thought, like, that doesn't come into my brain like, I know that if you come out, I'm going to pay for the whole date. Your travel doesn't necessarily come into my brain because I've never really thought about it.
I believe this is a new paradigm. The travel to and from, traveling home from a date, I believe has been traditionally, in talking about people my age, has been part of our responsibility.
I'll get you a cab or...
Yeah. When I'm with you now and you're going home, if I'm not taking you home, it's my responsibility to try and get you home or at least to check out if you go home. No, I'll take the bus. All right, then let me know if you get home. That kind of thing. But I would have offered something first. But for you to meet me if I'm not picking you up, it wasn't in my head that's my responsibility because you're an adult. And I don't even like the idea of that you're expecting me to do it. It's like, then I don't want somebody that is expecting me to do that. Are you a child?
No, I agree. So for me, it was... once we've met, then I take a certain level of responsibility because the way I've always looked at it is you were in my company and then what happened after you were in my company up until a certain point is important. So I would expect that if you're out with me, certain people know that you're out with me. Yeah? Or you're out with somebody, even if they don't know me. So then I'm going to have, in my mind, I've got an increased responsibility to make sure that you get home okay. Obviously, I can't guarantee that you've gone home because we know about that one where somebody for their own safety will say that they don't want you to drop them to their house because they don't want you to know where they live, which is fine. But then you have no control over where it is they've actually gone afterwards. You don't know where they've actually gone afterwards. So as far as you're concerned, I left them in good condition and what have you. Do you get what I mean?
Because I know I've paid for Uber and this is not my woman. Sometimes when we have guests, because we had this discussion with Chicane.
Yeah.
Because they expected people to send cars for them.
Yeah.
I remember that now. So it's not the first time I've heard this. Obviously, I've heard it before, but somebody in my face. It was more the petrol than apart from actually the picking up thing. But I know that I've sent somebody home in an Uber. And I'm assuming they didn't put their address in the Uber. They put around the corner or something.
Yeah.
And they would have told the driver, whatever.
Yeah.
Because the stab is some sort of...
Yeah, and that is totally fine. But then also with that, you don't know whether they actually got home or not. But my thing is that if you were in my company, then I do feel a certain level of responsibility for your safety, at least getting home that...
Yeah, that's why you have to message me when you get home.
Yeah, that evening. But I don't see the same responsibility on you getting there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So I don't know if it's an old school mentality.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, maybe. And if I ask a bunch of people in the young 20s, they might be like, no, yeah, Uber. Maybe because Uber's such a thing now. Like, yeah, just pay for the Uber to come to you. It's cheap and it's easy.
Yeah. But then the reason why also is that because that extends as well. There's also this belief that you as the man are responsible for the hair, makeup and all that kind of stuff as well.
She did mention that stuff as well.
Yeah, so there's all that. And it's just like, I think that's very dangerous for young women to take on as an idea that they think should happen. I think it's very dangerous for you to say, well, I have to do myself up to look good, so you should pay for that as well. You're going down a potentially treacherous road there. Do you get what I mean? Like you're ceding control at the same time as trying to boss up, if that makes sense. I don't know.
I just think that people should just do what's natural to them, man.
I'm coming on this date. You have to do my hair. I have got to do my hair.
I'm not doing all of that. That is that. If they even started that, I would just say, okay, that's the end of this conversation. I'm done. Because if I wasn't there, you would not do your hair at all. Why?
So if I wasn't, would you not do your hair? Shut up, there.
There's certain things that I'm just not doing because I'm too old school to be worrying about that. That is a woman's business. Don't ask me, don't involve me in your woman's business there. Well, I didn't tell you to do your hair. You're probably going to do something, especially makeup. I don't even want you to have the makeup, so why am I paying for it?
Well, That's where the conversations are going these days.
What I'm saying, what I feel responsible for is to feed you and make sure you get home okay. That's my responsibilities for that night and entertain you. Everything else is your responsibility. That's how I see it. How you look is your responsibility.
Yeah, because that's you representing your brand.
Yeah. How you get there could be my responsibility. I will offer, but it's still your responsibility how you get there. Everything to you when you get to that point is on me.
Yeah.
Because it's so long since I've dated, and when I was dating my last, so for well over 15 years, they've had a car. I don't have to offer. So I don't know about this offering business. I don't know if I would be like it. I'm trying to put myself in the frame of a single person that's in their mid 20s to mid 30s. Am I offering to pay for you to get somewhere, or to if I'm not collecting you? I don't know if I'm doing that.
If
I just
a
don't
woman
know.
says to me, "Can you get me a cab?" I don't even have a problem with that. If you ask, I'll
get you the cab, but I'm probably not dating you.
I wouldn't have a problem if you say, "Sorry, okay, I'm going thinking, is it possible you can get me a cab?" Be no problem. I don't even have an issue with that. But I just don't think I'm gonna be like, especially if I offer to drive you and you say no, you don't want me to come and pick you up, then you ask me for a cab.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I've already offered to drive you. If you don't want me to drive you and you just worry the thing, then I see that it's a worry. So then I'll get you the cab. No problem at all.
So then,
but I don't think I'm gonna go out of my brain and say after I've offered to drive you, I'm not gonna say, okay, I'll get you a cab. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you wouldn't offer it.
After I've said I'll drive you, if you did, I want to go, okay, do you want me to get you a cab? If you said no, I don't really want you to pick up because I'm a bit thingy, but I don't mind you getting in the cab for me, then I'll say, all right, that's fine, I'll get you a cab. But I don't think I'm going to be like, hi, I'm going to get you a cab. Does that make sense?
The way you just phrased it from the woman's point of view, Stav speaks to woman. So yeah, we're going to the restaurant. If, you live in South, innit? Okay, yeah, the restaurant's in South. I can pick you up for 6. No, you know, I'm a bit funny with letting men that brand new not in my address. Okay, no, I understand it completely. Your safety is important, but you could, if you get me a cab, that's not a problem. If that was the flow of the conversation, I think I could live with that. If you just came out and be like, "Can you get me a cab?" Even if you ask politely, my brain is just telling me, just sounds like waste, man.
I wouldn't mind if they ask politely, but I just don't know if I'm going to be like the first thing I'm going to say after I've told you.
Yeah, we've established that. Yeah. But I'm thinking now, because for me, in my head, you're saying that you just wouldn't think of it, and I'm saying I just wouldn't think of it either. I don't know if you would. If it's, I think we all agree that it's not our first fault. Is if we're not picking you up to then figure how are you getting there? I must facilitate you getting there if I'm not picking you up.
It's not.
So I've gone to the next bit where it's like, if you've asked me to facilitate that, i.e. not driving, get me a cab, how do I feel about that? And the flow conversation where it just kind of came in, it seemed a bit more organic, and it's like that seemed alright. But if you just said,
I expect a cab.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you ask me politely, it's just the fact that you just come out and, can you get me a cab to are you going to meet me in, where's the restaurant? Such and such. Oh, yeah, I know the place. Yeah, so if you get me a cab there, could you get me would it be all right for you if you get me a cab? Straight away you say that, I'll just be like, ugh. Because you know where it is now. You know the place. You want me to pay for you to get there. Why? That's straight away is like, why? And then if it's like, that's your job, it should be expected of you, then it's like, I don't want to date you.
Okay.
Because it's my job to take you places if I'm picking you up. But it's not. I'm not your dad. I'm just not your dad.
I am not your father.
I'm not your dad.
This ain't Billie Jean, bitch.
All right. Okay,
so it's very interesting. That would have been nice to be in that conversation actually, to see that.
That was just before the football. Yes.
Interesting.
Or during the football, I should say. All right, guys, let's do our church notes and our goodbyes. Wendy, thank you for that one there. It facilitated and flowed the conversation. Let's start off with Big Wahala.
Big Wahala on Insta, Big Wahala on Twitter. There's a few things, like Simple Simon reminded me, because I knew it was things I forgot to say last week, and it might have been due to the tiredness. So there was a Punisher thing. Yeah. Did you like it?
I thought it was good as a one-off, yeah.
I thought it was just a blood and gore, and the storyline was lacking immensely.
Yeah, I think the acting carried it.
I think the storyline lacked immensely, and they needed to buffer the storyline, and it was just a lot of violence. I didn't mind it,
yeah,
but I just found it to just be violent and not have a storyline behind it. So this is the new Punisher one-off special that came on Disney Plus. So if you get a chance, you can watch that. I don't know if I mentioned the Bear one-off special that came as well last time.
You mentioned it to me personally.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast, but the Bear had a one-off special. One-off special as well that you can go and check out on Disney Plus. So there's, if you got Disney Plus, check it out. Also, there's a program called Nemesis, made by the people that made, or the woman that made Belly. What's the one that 50 Cent got? Power.
All right.
So you got a new program on Netflix called Nemesis. It's bad and it's good. Is the best way to describe it. If you're just watch something that's, you know, you don't want to get too deep into it in your thought pattern, and you just a lot of there's black people in television doing senseless violence and whatever. It's actually all right. I'm actually entertained by it. Whether I'm not telling you it's good, like as the actor is amazing or this, that, and the other, but I enjoy it. So check it out. If you enjoy Power, you'll probably enjoy this. Power is better, but if you enjoy Power, you will probably enjoy this as well. So get a chance, you can watch the program called Nemesis. I watched a film on Monday, an early showing of a film called Power Ballad with Nick Jonas and what's that guy's name, man? He's one of the comedian guys that's in all these films, man. I forget his name.
Yeah.
But I watched the film on Monday. It's all right, actually. It's quite. It's like a musical comedy. So if you get a chance, you can check that out. It's called Power Ballad. As I said, it'll probably be out in the next few weeks or so.
One of them stores never one song or something.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even want to say that because that's like the big thing. Just like
I haven't seen the film, but I know if it's what I'm thinking.
Paul Rudd, yeah. Paul Rudd's in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say it because for me that was the good part of it because it was a surprise. I didn't know it's gonna happen.
Sorry.
But anyway.
Sorry.
This man doesn't like to spoil. Want to go and spoil.
I ain't seen it. I didn't know it was a spoiler.
Of course, it's a spoiler. What else is it gonna be about?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
What were you talking about?
The same film I was just talking about.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, Power Ballad I watched. So you get a chance, you can check that out as well if you can. And I think that's it really. I'm sure there's another TV program I started watching as well, but yeah, let me just leave it with that because I watch so much stuff now. I'm forgetting. I'm getting to that age. But yeah, I'm done.
Simple.
Oh, sorry. There's one more thing. I've listed that Drake album now. I've given it a bit of room for the list of all three of them.
Yeah.
I actually like all three of them though. The one that I thought I didn't like, it literally was. Remember I said last week it was too much Drake, and I just got to a point where I watched that. I listened to that one fresh without listening to the other ones. It's good. It's good. All three of the albums is good. Right. So salute the guy that managed to do 3 hours and they will be good. There's some throwaway songs, yes, of course, but the albums in general are good.
According to Wahala, Drake wins again.
He definitely did. I prefer this album to GNX if that's the argument. If that's the back-to-back.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So post-beef albums, Drake won.
Is that the post-beef? When did For All the Dogs come out?
Before, that's the one where the Three Kings started in the first place. Okay, right. But he did have the album with the dude. Is it Pie Next Door?
And 21 Savage. He's got two. Both of them albums.
21 Savage was before that as well.
I thought he had 2 albums come out. Pie Next Door album came out after that.
Yeah, that's the one. But the 21 Savage album was decent. Actually.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's got a couple of good songs like that one. Yeah. Simple Simon.
TV series. You Don't Know Me. I can't remember if I mentioned that last week. It's a British drama. I believe you can get it on BBC iPlayer. It's a BBC production. Really, really quite good. Nigerian family.
Yeah, you did mention.
I did mention it. Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, so that's a good one if you get a chance to watch that. I finished The Mandalorian. There were 3 seasons. I finished them all. That was okay. Like I said, that is just side missions. And then I've went and watched Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie. And the movie is just another side mission. It's just another side mission. It's basically 2 episodes of the TV series.
But is it 2 good episodes?
The consistency of the quality of Mandalorian is consistent throughout all of the episodes. So yeah, yes, it will.
Everybody says the third season of Mandalorian is not as good as the first 2. Everyone. The third season of Mandalorian is not. They say it's even not good. I hear.
Yeah, it's not as good as the first 2.
It's not as good as the first 2,
but you just said it's consistent.
But I mean, if you've got
you lied to me.
If you've got 30 episodes and 20 of them are up there, then it's
simple, man.
That's consistent, isn't it? 66%. That's all right, isn't it?
That's not what you said. Simple.
It's all right, isn't it? But yeah, so the movie is just all right. I I am starting to wonder what the point of these two characters are as far as the greater Star Wars story is concerned. It is just a bunch of side missions. But I saw that today, and then I started watching Euphoria. I never watched it the first time around, so I'd never.
Oh, you haven't seen Euphoria at all?
No, so I started watching it, but it's hard for me to watch it because Zendaya literally looks like my cousin, as in like they're doppelgangers almost. So it's very difficult for me to watch it and see. So I'm in the first season now. I think I've gotten to episode 7 or something.
The first 2 seasons of Euphoria are great. This new season is a bit different. It's not too bad though, but it's not the same. But Euphoria also has a special one-off episode that is amazing.
Okay.
I've never seen an episode.
Yeah, so
That's just another Drake production too.
Okay.
What's that? The episode or the soundtrack?
No, Drake produces the show.
Is it? What, Euphoria? Okay, that's why they were giving the. Okay, makes sense now. It's an A24 one as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's A24.
I don't know about that.
Do A24 do TV?
On Euphoria is A24.
I thought it's HBO.
Yeah, HBO A24.
Okay. I didn't even know A24 did TV program.
I didn't know either, and I saw this. I was like, oh, okay, so then it's always going to be good. So From is still going, so I watched that as well, keeping up with that. All of my other TV series.
When did you start watching From
the beginning.
I didn't know you watched that program.
Yeah. Okay. All of my other TV shows have come to a concluded now. So Invincibles is concluded. The Boys is on its last episode this week, isn't it?
It's done.
Oh, it's done. Yeah. So
But I got a lot to catch up with.
This last week was the last one.
What, 7 episodes? Or was it 8?
There's 8. It's happened already.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. I haven't watched that one yet, so I'm going to watch that. And then so all of my programs are finishing basically. What?
You gotta watch it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all my programs are finishing, and it'd be like that. Yeah, that's about it.
I'll be there.
There's a lot of letdowns of last episodes, I reckon.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right.
Stranger Things is the one that people hate. I didn't even think it was that bad, but people hated the last episode of Stranger Things. And Stranger Things and what's it called? Obviously, Game of Thrones are the two that people hate with a big passion, boy.
Oh, next one. If you get a chance, watch this thing called Physical Asia.
I think you mentioned that.
On Netflix.
What happens?
It's on Netflix. It's basically a combination of Gladiator and kind of like Ninja Warrior or whatever it is. But it's
Shaky Warrior.
But it's all Asian cast members. So it's from all over the Asia Pacific. So Japan, Taiwan, all of them places there, Cambodia, Vietnam. So people that you don't normally get to see. And then they're in like physical competition stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you did mention it.
I've mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right then. I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most of the socials. My Stavros says this week will be Andor again.
Let's just wrap this photo up
Because
I haven't got time for this.
You know they say
go and buy
that
bread.
men think of what the Roman Empire every whatever it is. That's me and Andor. I can't get over it.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time. Rate and review us. I haven't asked people to do that for a while, but I was asked about it recently, and so just rate and review us.
Tell
please.
them.
Especially if you're been here for the past couple of years, and only because I don't usually ask. Not for a while. So yeah, do that. Whatever your podcatcher is. In particular, Spotify and Apple. Much appreciated. Hashtag ESN Pod to start or join in the conversation.
Plug.
At ESN Podcast on most of the socials.
Plug.
ESN Podcast at gmail.com to send in the ting.
Tell them.
I didn't even tell you what episode number this was.
This is episode number 565.
And your blood. Thank you for joining us.
The North London Forever episode.
If it was too much football, it's not a common thing. Allow us, man, to get it off our chest. You get me? Try to get it off your chest, guys.
You know that's number 1 in iTunes, isn't it?
What's that?
North London Forever.
I didn't know. No. It's a very when people say it's not a good song, I don't know what you're talking about. That song is phenomenal, and it makes me think of London. I extrapolate. I take North London out of it, and that's London. yeah, so in fact, that's my start process. That song, North London Forever, it's called The Angels. That's the actual name of the song. Yeah, so I'll put that in. I'll put the Spotify link for that in the show notes. Big up Arsenal.
Big up all the supporters that have reached out to me that I haven't spoke to these man for bare long. They're sending me trophies. Because we suffered together at some point in life.
Yeah, congratulations to all my fellow Arsenal fans. We did it.
It's mad how you didn't play a single game, but yet you feel so connected to this thing. You're getting people are congratulating you like you achieved something.
Yeah, because you know what the emotional investment was, isn't it?
Yeah, but they congratulate you like you are the one that has achieved it. That's
Some people, most fans probably feel stronger than most of the players.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's emotional investment.
Like, you tell a player, oh yeah, swap team. They'll swap. You tell a fan, yeah, swap.
You know what?
Are you mad?
You know what's been? I really need when I go to this video as well. But you know what's really been tugging on my heartstrings? A load of people have been posting pictures of people that have died before they won the league, and they're like, "You was there every year. You was in the stands every year."
I haven't seen this.
And it's like you died last year. You didn't get to see it. I'm hoping that you're in heaven and you're happy. I've seen so many of them. My dad was an Arsenal fan. He died about 6 months ago by cancer. He was saying that we were going to win the league this year. I feel like he won it for my dad. Like all of this type of stuff, man. And it's beautiful, all of that type of stuff I'm seeing.
Pure love from the Arsenal.
London is better when Arsenal win. Put it that way.
Class and love.
And look at the sun come out as well. Blood clot. Hey. I shout out Jed Spence with that long ass name that I found out was today.
Yeah, bro.
The man has has hot tip in his name.
Yeah.
Hot tip.
Yeah.
Jed Hotep Spence.
Who's Jed Spence?
But that doesn't surprise me because Jed is also Kemetic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His mum's Kenyan and his dad's from Jamaica.
Jed is power.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I put his name in the.
That's alright, but I forget who Jed Spence is. So
you mean he made the England squad?
Okay, all right.
He's another one that people.
We didn't even talk about the squad, but maybe we'll do that next week when Miss Wolf is there because I thought that was hilarious.
I think the squad
sleeper cell business.
I think that people just to touch on it. I think this shows you how big or good the England squad actually is because the team that I was going is still not a bad team. That's the badness about it.
No Palmer. And has Maguire ever let England down?
Just one person I say I think they've disrespected because he's never let England down. But he might be too old now. Maybe they see that.
I don't know who else there is actually.
Foden's not going.
If on form, should
Trent Alexander-Arnold's not going.
What? I don't even think I don't even rate him, but the whole world rates him. I don't watch him.
There's not a better deliverer of the ball.
But he's a defender. I don't think he's not a good defender though, is he?
He's not the greatest defender, but he's when you need somebody to deliver the ball, he does it.
So no Trent. Foden has been on bad form. Has Trent been on bad form? I don't.
Foden hasn't. Trent hasn't been in the greatest form, but he doesn't play all the time for Real Madrid. But Foden hasn't been on bad form because he hasn't played. So it's not nothing to do with his form. You haven't seen him because he never plays. And when he plays, he plays good.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so all right. So as far as you're concerned, Foden should have gone through. Trent should have gone through. Maguire should have gone through.
I'm saying I'm looking at the England team and they're still good. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. They have got a plethora of players. They should be winning.
Madueke is in.
Madueke is there. See, for me, Foden's better than Madueke.
They don't play the same position.
I don't know. Well, he can play there. Foden can play across the whole front line, basically.
You should take Foden.
All I'm saying is this, yeah. All you man that voted reform, some of them names there don't look like reform to me. That's what I'm saying, isn't it?
It don't look like no reform to me.
I'm just saying.
When it comes to football, the racism gets pushed.
I just saw somebody complaining today that why is Mark Gay there and Maguire's not? When Mark Gay is clearly not a white Englishman or English.
Your algorithm really likes rallying you up, man.
It does, man. It gives my blood pressure high. But anyway, let's leave it because as I say, I want to try and buy bread to help further push that blood pressure.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Go forth and prosper and all of that good stuff. Be well. Blessings and love. My brother, can you say what needs to be said?
Remember, if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
North London forever.
And as I did when I went to the Emirates, slag. for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects, welcome to the ESN podcast.
Number 565.